into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. The Sportsocracy heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app, seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel, and join us in the chat. Welcome in to a Woo-Woo Wednesday.
It is an unexpected, I swear to God, I thought he wasn't here, Woo-Woo Wednesday.
Chris Womack, sports director of News 13, back from his triumphant journey down to Daytona, Florida.
I reckon it was triumphant.
Well,
I didn't win a trophy, but...
No, you didn't, but Tyler Reddick did.
Did Michael Jordan grab your ass at it?
I want to believe that there was ice caught in Bo's shirt and that he was trying to get it out.
Sure.
We'll go with that.
It was very weird.
I've watched that video like 50 times, and I just keep going, I can't find a path where that's not weird.
I have yet to watch it because I don't want to watch it. I don't.
I will say,
if it's not there, I don't see it.
It's still a little surreal to be walking down pit road and Michael Jordan walks right by you. Like that is something that I'm still not used to.
That would be wild. I think everybody else I could handle. Michael Jordan, that would be a different story.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I've been around Richard Petty, and oh, that's cool. Awesome. The King. All right.
I stood in line at a Hardee's with the King one time.
Yeah, but Jordan, I mean, there is a gravitas to him that is unreal.
Oh, yeah. Unbelievable.
But have you ever seen Jimmy Eat World at an Arby's?
That was unexpected. That's the great thing about Daytona is you have all this weird stuff. The first night I was there, we were leaving. Chef Boyardee got into the sponsorship game. They sponsored Ricky Stenhouse Jr.'s car.
Okay.
So they were set up, and when I say they were giving everyone that was leaving pallets of Chef Boyardee, everyone was leaving with 25 to 30 little, are they cans or cups? I mean, because they're...
Well, they could come in either.
They were the little cups.
Yeah,
they
got to hand out the plastic cups. We're not handing out drunk people.
We're not
these
giving
giant
drunk
cans.
people weapons to fire each other. This is Daytona, Florida.
Could you imagine old Brewster over there just drunk on moonshine throwing a number 10 can at somebody because he's ticked off?
In my head, I could see it. Kyle Busch sucks. Wow.
Yeah, that'd be a bad idea.
You want to talk about, I know you're a Kyle Busch fan.
I am.
I have never seen a driver as pissed off as he was at the end of the race. They're supposed to kind of hang around so TV can come around. They try to interview as many as they can. Busch didn't wait. I don't think Reddick had made it back around to do his burnout, and Busch was stalking off of pit road.
Because how do you face the media after all that you've been through? I mean, I've ridden the Kyle Busch train since, the interstate battery days, right? I mean, the early days of Kyle Busch, and he has never done well at Daytona. He's won a couple of duels. I think he won the July race one time.
He did. He's 0 for 21 in the 500.
Right. The 500, something always happens. He got close a couple of times, but it's that one elusive race that he cannot get. It's the same thing with Smoke. I was a Tony Stewart fan from his early days, and he never could. Something happens every Daytona 500. Run over something. A tire blows. You wreck on the 30th lap, and now you're down 6 laps, and there you go. And to be on the pole and expect a good run, and as soon as that race started, I was sitting right there because I was like, this is the year. This is our year. Like, I'm in it with you. And it lasted about 20 laps because he was back in 21st by the 20th lap.
Well, it's an interesting deal because qualifying it's single car qualifying. And when you get out in the race, there's, for this year, there were 41 cars on the track. So your car isn't going to perform the same as it does when it's the only car on the track. So I think you almost have to decide, do we want to qualify well or do we want to run well? Because I don't know if you can do both.
Right. And, at least he had his name in the headline a day before the race.
Yeah.
It didn't go so well once the race began.
Jeremy has checked out for the moment.
That's fine. That's fine. I dig it. Here's the thing.
I was singing Fleetwood Mac in my head. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
We woke up on Sunday morning, and my wife looked at me. The first thing she said was, "Is the race today?" And I was like, "Yeah." I think that's when you know you got them trained. She said that to me the other day. She said, "You know what? I'm supposed to be training you. In most relationships, it's the woman that trains the man how to do whatever she wants to do. And in this case, I have gotten her so hooked on UFC and NASCAR that she expects the race, like smells it when it's coming. It's so funny to me.
Well, you can smell Daytona, that's for sure.
By the way,
what does that smell like?
Do we have another sign up sheet running around?
I'm working on that.
All right. Because I need to have Ryan Blaney on the show because we need to talk about
the mustache,
the Shia LaBeouf mustache he's got going on.
Is he going full
he's
Civil War general?
Yes.
Google him.
Yes.
Ryan Blaney.
Ryan Blaney has a full-on Colonel Mustard mustache.
Well, and what's ironic, his teammate Joey Logano shaved his head this year, so it's like Logano's hair migrated to Blaney's face.
No, he did not.
He did.
Oh God, I have to see that because I did not.
Ryan,
see.
buddy, he's one of my favorite drivers. Ryan, right now, if you walked up to an elementary school, they would shoot you on sight. Straight up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is.
Wow, Logano did shave his head, and he looks freakish.
I got to see that too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're trying to make some personality. You're trying to make some waves. You got us talking about you. It worked, right? All right, now, Ryan, it worked. Shave the damn thing off.
I think the mustache looks killer, personally.
All right, so Logano, I understand. I know why Logano shaved his head, because his hairline was backtracking quicker than France.
Right.
I mean, that thing was going to be to the back of his skull by the end of it.
Yes.
USA. I get that one. Now, why Ryan Blaney feels the urge to look like he did it in the kitchen with the candlestick, I'm not real sure.
That was the first thing my wife said, because she's his favorite driver. And she was just, what have you done to your face, young man? But, yeah, I can't imagine what it was like being down there.
Yeah, it's they're full days, obviously, but the people watching is elite.
Oh, I could imagine.
We did a story every Friday and Saturday night. They do wheelbarrow racing in the infield, so we did a little feature on that. It was the 30th year of the wheelbarrow races.
Nice.
We shot probably 2 hours of video. There's probably a solid hour and 55 minutes we can't use.
We can.
We can use it.
We can use it. I know where you can use that film.
Can you?
In my head, I'm just thinking of a bunch of people in jorts with mullets drinking PBR going, loose end to get in the barrel and let me push you around.
Most of them didn't make it. I mean, wheelbarrows are tough.
Oh,
if you've got somebody in there.
Yeah.
But there was one guy from Savannah, Georgia, who just decided to follow me around with his girlfriend. And he felt the urge to brag about a certain part of his self to me over and over.
Okay.
He told me that if he had a Wikipedia page, it would be the first line.
Wow.
Let's go.
Yeah.
First of all, me and that guy would be best good friends.
You would have loved this guy. Sean from Savannah.
Oh, wow.
I bet he's got his business card tattooed on it. You want to call me?
That's
there.
That's a guy that counts down the days to St. Patrick's Day.
No.
Just so he can go down the strip.
Oh, now I want to, because my birthday is the day before St. Patrick's Day. Savannah's one of the biggest places in America to do St. Patrick's Day. Now, I have a nefarious thought in my head of just walking downtown Savannah going, I'm looking for Sean.
No, you just go down to
if you've met him, I think you know which one I'm talking about.
We'll get you one of them Seahawk fan flags, and you can just write Sean on it and stand on a street corner. And he'll find you.
I'm looking for Sean.
Wow.
He might not be entirely lucid, because if he celebrates St. Patrick's like he does Daytona.
And why wouldn't you?
He treats St. Patrick's Day like most sorority girls treat their birthday. It's birth month. My birthday is actually from March 1st to March 31st because I'm a princess. Might be one of those sitting beside me that just.
Oh man, so the people watching
elite. And I love the sound of cars going around the track. And just the smell of burnt rubber and gasoline and alcohol.
But you were there the whole week.
Yeah.
And like after a couple of days, doesn't that get old?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. I feel like I would, but I guess you get nose blind to it at some point.
Yeah. And then, I mean, there's a lot of marijuana on the infield. I learned that.
Tank's like, Daytona next year. Here we come.
We'll be doing the show live all
With
week
Sean.
long with Sean.
Special guest Sean.
Sean and Sean Jr.
We'll bring a whole new meaning to a woo-woo Wednesday.
His girlfriend was a character, too. Sean, shut the up.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I bet you I could describe her almost
No
to a
doubt.
T.
No doubt, because I'm trying to put myself in like Sean's mind frame of why you? Why am I following Chris Womack from Asheville, North Carolina?
And we had a camera, so it's like
That's why.
I guess, but
yeah, but were you the only one?
there at the wheelbarrow races, yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Nailed it.
Why
did he?
He's the only one with the camera.
There is a Mr. DeVille. I am ready for my close-up.
He wanted to go full
How wide
Wonderland
is
on
that
that one.
lens?
Wow.
You've heard of OnlyFans? Only Sean.
Tyler Reddick won the Daytona 500, but I feel like Sean won the barrel races.
No doubt.
Just for showing up.
He didn't need a partner for the wheelbarrow race.
That's a good one. All right.
Poor Megan.
Points on the board.
Megan's just like, wow, this is always like a frat house?
Yeah, pretty
It's
much.
way worse right now.
Pretty much. News 13 sports director Chris Womack joining us on a Woo Woo Wednesday here in the Sportsocracy.
God, I hope my GM isn't listening.
She knows me. It's fine.
It's fine. It's just cool. Daytona 500. So amongst all of the frivolity, how do you get any work done? That's my real question.
Yeah, well, basically Wednesday is when we do everything because that's media day and they bring every single driver down a red carpet. You have your own little microphone set up. So you kind of plan your stories ahead. Like I knew I was going to do something on Connor Zillich, something on Kyle Busch. Brad Keselowski showing up with a cane was a bit of a surprise, so
right.
we threw that in there. But I'll tell you one of the funniest things, at the station next to me, but like this woman was directly beside me, but at a different microphone. She was from Fox Deportes.
Oh, okay.
And every driver that came up, she would ask the first question, if you had to describe the Daytona 500 in one word in Spanish, what would it be?
Oh, my.
The wheels turning in their head. It was hilarious to watch.
I could imagine. That's a curveball question.
Yeah,
I like that.
Brad Keselowski, him and Hod for like 2 minutes, like, I don't know, caught me by surprise. He finally came up with Matador, which I thought was really good.
Okay.
Noah Gregson leaned in and just said, bueno.
Nice.
Austin Cindric, and I'm not going to go through
You know who else would have
all
said
41
bueno?
of them.
Sean.
No doubt.
Well, no, Sean would have been Austin Cindric because Austin was like, what's the Spanish word for big?
Grande.
Well, no, she kind of like looked like taken aback and she said, grande? And he's like, grandy?
Oh.
Yeah, grandy's what I would use.
Oh,
Yeah, Grandy. The good old Grandy.
see, I would have had to have taken the Biblioteca. Only word I remember. Swear to God, I thought the library was going to be more important than my adult life when I was taking Spanish.
That would be library, sir. We
Bingo.
could have used any number of descriptors.
Nailed it.
Went with the proper noun. Awesome.
Yeah. So that's how Daytona works. Then you kind of cover the truck race, the ARCA race, now the O'Reilly Auto Parts race. And really from Wednesday to it's just a waiting game till Sunday. That's all it is.
All right, now I want to ask you, Tyler Reddick may have not been on many people's boards for winning the race.
Mm-hmm.
However, did anybody surprise you other than Tyler winning?
Surprises? I don't think so. I mean, Carson Hocevar surprised me Thursday night because he actually ran a smart race. He finished second in his duel, and he had a chance where he probably could have tried to get by Chase Elliott, probably would have wrecked both of them in the process, and he made the smart decision and settled for second. That surprised me. I think that Busch was a surprise with how bad he ran.
Yeah.
2311 as a whole was a little surprising because 3 of their cars finished in the top 10. Bubba Wallace was 10th. Riley Herbst was like 7th or 8th, something like that.
Right.
So that was cool. And then I think Keselowski having as good of a run as he did with a broken right leg, that's Herculean.
Mm-hmm.
He finished 5th, I think, which that is, I don't, you tell me he came in with a broken right leg.
Right.
I would have said he's lucky to finish the race, let alone top 5 it.
Yep. I got to throw some props out for Justin Allgaier. Actually led some laps at the Daytona 500.
Yeah.
That dude has been a journeyman all over the place. And he won the lower series last year, right?
That sounds right, yeah.
And then led I think he led like 3 or 4 laps. So the whole time I was just like, yeah, coach.
I think 26 guys led a lap in this race.
Yeah.
And you know how many Tyler Reddick led?
1.
1.
But it was the most important one.
Yeah.
All it takes. All you got to do. You don't have to be the lead dog for long. As long as you're the lead dog at the end.
No, William Byron won 2 in a row and led a total of 14 laps.
Yep.
14 out of the 400.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the few that did not lead a lap this year.
He had to go to a backup car, so he was behind the 8 ball to begin with. That nobody's ever won 3 in a row, and that shows you why. Because you really need everything to go right to win 1.
But man, when there were like 12 laps left, he was in like 5th. Was everybody not thinking the same thing I was thinking? It was like, oh God, he's going to do it again. like, he's going to steal another one somehow.
Yeah, like Reddick did.
Like Tyler Reddick did.
Man, that place,
guys that are getting really good at that.
Because Chase Elliott was leading that final lap all the way until about turn 3.
Mm-hmm.
That place was about to explode if Chase Elliott had won.
Oh yeah,
most popular driver ever since Dale Jr. retired.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that Daytona would be standing if he had won.
I did enjoy seeing Jeff Gordon just lose his mind when Chase Elliott, because I narrated it in my head of, oh, shucksy doodles.
You are in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400, everywhere on the iHeart Radio app. We'll be back right after this.
iHeartRadio.
Olympics update.
The U.S. women's hockey team faces Canada in tomorrow's gold medal game, looking to avenge their loss from the Beijing Games in 2022. Forward Kendall Coyne says the team is ready.
And to rely on their experience, rely on their preparedness, and we're ready for this moment.
The Americans dominated Canada in round-robin play. Meanwhile, at the Olympics today, gold for the U.S. as Michaela Schifrin wins the women's slalom.
For NBC's live coverage from Italy, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
Dan Scott here, inviting you to check out my new show every Sunday, 8 to 9 a.m. here on ESPN Asheville, where we bring sports and faith together. The Dan Scott Show, 8 a.m. Sundays on ESPN Asheville.
Some people won't give you the real talk on drugs, but it's time we know the facts. Fentanyl is killing people. It's a powerful opioid, often made illegally and commonly mixed with illicit drugs. It can even be pressed into counterfeit pills that resemble prescription medications. Just 2 milligrams, about the size of a few grains of sand, can potentially be lethal. This isn't an ad to scare you, but it is an ad to make you think twice. Get the facts. Go to realdealonfentanyl.com. This message is brought to you by the Ad Council.
The iHeartRadio app now has presets. Just like in the car. You're our number one. Make us yours. ESPN Asheville, the mountain's favorite sports station, streaming 24/7. Your home for the Sportsocracy. Weekdays at noon. The Tar Heels and Atlanta Braves baseball.
This month, iHeartRadio is celebrating the stars of the 2026 Winter Games. Douglasville, Georgia should be proud of Ilana Myers-Taylor, who is rewriting the definition of longevity. As the most decorated Black Winter Olympian in history, she returns to the driver's seat for her 5th Games, determined to chase one medal she has yet to win, gold. Balancing motherhood and elite competition, she navigates the icy track with veteran precision. Myers-Taylor isn't just sliding for a medal, she's sliding for a legacy. For more Winter Games gold, search Olympics on the iHeartRadio app.
Oh, you know that sound. And you know how to get rid of it, too. When that craving hits, there's only one place to go. Asheville South Slope, downtown Asheville, Bears Smokehouse Barbecue. slow-smoked brisket, pulled pork, homemade sides, scratch-made sauces. We keep telling you how good Bears is. Now recognized by the USA Today as one of the 39 restaurants of the year for 2026. Every special occasion deserves a Bear feast. You can order online at bearsbbq.com.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
The road to college basketball playoffs runs straight through Asheville. Join the excitement at the 2026 Ingalls Southern Conference Men's and Women's Basketball Championships, March 5th through 9th at Harrah's Cherokee Center, Asheville. Bring the whole family for the Downtown Dribble, where kids can bounce their way through the heart of Asheville. Getting there is easier than ever with the free Ingalls trolley rides from designated parking areas to and from the arena all tournament long. For tickets, brackets, and event details, visit SoConHoops.com.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
I'll trust water bottles and a flashlight to save the day, but I'll be proved wrong.
With a tornado approaching, I'll realize that I like a wheelchair-accessible shelter.
When the floodwaters rise, I'll be up in the attic with 20 cans of beans. It's a recipe for disaster.
let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. We're trying to get you a screen up so we can put your face on the YouTube, because right now you're just a voice, a faceless. Somebody in the Patrick Holt in the YouTube comments called it a No Face Wednesday. So welcome into a No Face Wednesday. We're working on getting the face of sports director of News 13, Chris Womack, onto the screen. We've got the Combine coming up next week. Jeremy and me and the whole crew will be heading up to Indianapolis, Indiana. Combine week is so much fun. And I imagine it's sort of the same as Daytona. Because I can remember the I've only been to one because I missed last year's because I was in the hospital with my stupid foot.
Don't step on metal stuff, Tank.
Yeah, don't step on metal stuff. Don't do that. But when we went and we're doing the show, and then like Rich Eisen walks by, and I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty cool because Marshawn Lynch was there.
I was gonna say, did you see Marshawn Lynch
briefly,
on his little cooler?
Didn't see him no, but we had someone that came up and offered to let us ride that cooler.
Oh, yeah.
I just didn't have time in the day, you know,
Right.
got so much going on. But seeing Miranda Lambert was pretty cool too. Nate Bargatze.
Yeah,
it was a pretty lame. God, what do they call it again? I'm blanking on it. Grand Marshal. Yeah, because I mean, the previous year they had Anthony Mackie. The year before that, it was The Rock.
Right.
So I mean, congrats. Nate's a popular comedian. I get that, but I feel like if you're going to make it a comedian, it has to be Matt Rife. Just in terms of.
I don't know how well he plays with the NASCAR crowd, though. Is he?
It's fine.
Bargatze works because he's very clean.
Right,
he's like the best clean comedian in the business.
But here's my problem with Nate Bargatze, and I love his work. He's fantastic on the stage. I love his stand-up.
No knock on him at all.
The problem is, in a scenario like that, you need somebody that has some energy. And Nate Bargatze, I think, was born on the slow bus. At
Sports Tank ESPN. I have a feeling we're going to be doing that with Tank a lot.
I mean, it's not. It's just he's not. He's very deliberate, I guess, in his delivery, and it just doesn't fit that scenario, right? Like, because I think back to there was one with Adam Sandler and Kevin James did one. I don't know if it was a Daytona 500 or if it was the Clash or what 500. It was. Was it the 500? And they just went absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
With the presentation. I mean, that's how that's supposed to be.
Like Chris Farley would be a great Grand Marshal if he was still with us.
Oh, sure.
I am 35 years old. I am divorced, and I
he had more than one character.
I do. But in my head,
actually,
it's always Matt Foley. Motivational speaker.
You will always be the lunch lady to me. No, but like the lunch lady probably wouldn't be the character that I would do if I was doing the Daytona 500.
Yeah.
I just need a little oomph in that gentleman start your engines thing.
See, I'm curious if the you were talking about the goings on around Daytona. Yeah. I'm curious if the nightlife is like it is when we go to events where everybody just kind of is in
parties together.
Well, yeah, there's 4 bars that we all go to.
Well, the infield is where the party's at, and then the camping grounds immediately outside of it. I mean, that's where God knows what is going on. Right. We actually stayed about 30 minutes away in Sanford, so I didn't really partake in the nightlife outside of the wheelbarrow races and my conversation with Sean.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of places around Daytona. I think the original Hooters is Daytona Beach, if I'm not mistaken.
I can't imagine. Frankly, I can't imagine Hooters starting anywhere but either Daytona, Florida, or Jacksonville, Florida.
That's a Daytona thing.
Yeah, I'm sure that place is really hopping all throughout the week.
That is one thing I didn't think about a NASCAR race, is they kind of bring the party to themselves. Because you drive cars, so you're in the infield, and they're all sleeping in haulers that are down there.
Right. Everybody's got their motor homes.
Oh, yeah.
I just camp out for the whole week.
As somebody that has one really good Dale Earnhardt Jr. story that I could never tell here for $1 million, I can just imagine what that's like. Just looking around and being like, Richard Petty just drinking a beer.
Well,
out.
So at the wheelbarrow races, drivers come to that. Like, I guess last year, Larson and Elliott both came, and Jeff Gordon came by, but the guy that runs the wheelbarrow races told me that Gordon was only there to make sure his drivers weren't participating.
Absolutely.
Apparently, Hocevar was supposed to come this past time.
Oh, you got to keep an eye on that kid.
Well, that's the thing, is I think that they would want him to do it because that's who he is. I mean, he's kind of a mess.
Yeah, but I also don't want him breaking a leg and then he can't. He's not Brad Keselowski, right? Right. He can't, I'm not. He's already a terror on the track at times. I mean, the kid's good up until a point, and then it gets to that point where he's got to make that decision that's going to, as you said, he made the smart decision on Sunday, but he's been wrecking people and causing problems, and because there are certain drivers that just get that tag on them.
Yeah,
because I can see it coming. I can sit there and watch the race and go, "Oh no, there's Carson Hocevar. Yeah, he's going to do something stupid." And about 5-4, no, he did it early. Dang it.
So I'm a Bubba guy, and there was a time when Bubba was leading the race and Cole Custer was right beside him, and I looked at the reporter next to me and I said, I really don't like Cole Custer being beside him.
Yep.
Because that's going to go south very quickly.
Yep.
And that's not because Cole's a bad driver. It's because Cole will do whatever it takes to try and win a race, which I got to respect.
Absolutely.
All right, Tank, we have our first Super Chat of the day.
Okay. Super Chat time.
Show me the money, money. Show me the money.
Does it say shut up about NASCAR?
That's been said a few times, but look, we had to combine 2 shows, and this is, I'm not going to lie to you, this is Jeremy's boo-boo, because Jeremy's really stupid. And I've had a lot of stuff happening trying to get us to Indianapolis with all the things in this room, which has served to me harder than you would think. It's from Red Sea, who said, honestly, don't know what the crime story is today. Plenty of crimes have been reported in the last 24 hours. I mean, mine's stupid, but mine's always stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Sex Dungeon in Chicago stupid, but...
Oh, I missed that.
Oh, it was great.
I did as well.
No, I told that yesterday. That's my crime story.
That's right. I thought he was referencing something that happened today, and I'm like, what is
I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know exactly what he's talking about.
I've been busy. We'll have to scan the wire and see if there's something that we missed.
I'm looking it up. This is my company phone, so I hope that I'm...
You know what? I got a weird feeling Sean from Daytona might be involved.
You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Temperatures remain well above average for us here as we head through the end of the business week. Cooler area and over the weekend. Lots of clouds here this afternoon. Temperatures climbing into the upper part of the 60s. Cloudy tonight. Slight chance for a shower, low 50s. Morning clouds Thursday with a couple of showers possible. Sunshine mixing in for the afternoon hours. It'll be breezy and mild with highs up around or just over 70. Rain Thursday night, Friday. Highs Friday near 70. I'm Ken Boone with the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches and pains hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
I was ordering food for the office from the same few places for too long.
For workplaces suffering with office food fatigue, every day's a struggle.
Before starting Easy Cater, I assumed having no good vegan options for Carl in finance was normal.
Easy Cater is designed to treat OFF with a huge variety of favorite restaurants, plus tools to help you meet dietary needs and stay on budget. Use daily. One platform lets you save time and shine. Ask your app store about Easy Cater or start an order at easycater.com.
It's pretty simple. We're neighbors. We're in your city, talking about your town. You can't fake it. Take your favorite spot on the dial with you on the go. Download the iHeartRadio app.
iHeartRadio.
Guaranteed human.
It's time to discover the convenience and time savings of contact-free pickup with Ingles Curbside. Just visit shop.ingles-markets.com or download the app. And your Ingles personal shopper gets to work with specialized training on how to select the freshest items for a pre-scheduled pickup. They'll even text you with updates. You pull up to a designated space and your personal shopper delivers your items right to your vehicle. Fresh, fast, and affordable. It's all in the bag. Ingles. Low prices. Love the savings.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
Boy, you must be outside your mind.
The Sportsocracy.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
Well, gang, it doesn't get much more outside than this. I found possibly the weirdest mashup, tandem, pairing, duo of all time. Kid Rock and RFK have hooked up for an exercise video, gang, and they have released it to the world so you can see it for yourself on your social media box, whichever you choose. This video is, and let me first say, RFK Jr., holy cow, this dude is jacked.
Kid Rock is not.
Kid Rock, not so much. Kid
Rock looks exactly like you'd think he would.
100%.
You look like you live on a steady diet of Fireball and PBR like
right.
me.
Right, like he just climbed out
Kid
of that.
Rock needs a bra.
Hey, look, it happens to the best of us.
Right.
Okay?
Like, okay,
I mean, look, in this room,
he's
you
a
will
skinny man.
You will not get much love on a move joke in this room. All right?
Know your audience. I don't know why they've posted this video, but here they are just playing like pickleball and then they're just jumping in the grotto. Where is this? I want to know where this is. If this is at like RFK's house, does he has a built-in grotto in his house?
Maybe it's the Playboy Mansion.
That explains the whole "I used to sniff coke off toilet seats" quote that he had last week.
I like to take a nice midnight soak with Cheryl Hines.
Me and Kid Rocker, we're doing push-ups. Watch this. I can do them with one hand if I really try.
Have you met my friend Sean?
Me and Sean do a special kind of push-ups. We use no hands.
I told you all this in the break, but I promise eventually we'll stop talking about Sean.
Maybe.
I'm not sure we will.
But whenever he would describe himself to me, he would get like right at my shoulder staring at me like he was hoping I would challenge him to prove it. And I just had zero interest in confirming anything.
Do it. Do it. I want you to. My story is about MMA. And I believe I have finally found the fight that will get me back into.
Let's go. I can't wait.
Ronda Rousey, Gina Carano.
Yes, I cannot wait.
May 16th on Netflix. I mean, I can go ahead and tell you, I have a rooting interest. Because I'll be honest with you, if I had never met my wife, I would be following Gina Carano around like Sean was following Chris Womack.
100%.
You want me to prove it?
Yeah.
I will.
It is a match made in heaven.
It is certainly that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I remember when Gina Carano was on American Gladiators, I just remember seeing her going, Who's that? She looks like she could whip my arse, and I'd probably let her.
They probably like it.
And smile the whole time.
Most certainly.
I will watch that fight with the sound off.
Yeah. The problem is this is probably going to break Netflix again. Just like the Tyson fight did, and nobody could watch it.
Well, did you see Tyson's got another fight coming up too?
Oh God, why?
Oh, who's the worst name I could say here? I can tell neither one of you know.
Manny Pacquiao.
Butterbean?
No, but you're close. Butterbean would have not now because he's lost a bunch of weight.
So Pacquiao, it's not Pacquiao, not Mayweather.
It's Floyd Mayweather.
Oh my!
He's fighting Floyd Mayweather.
But they're in completely different weight classes.
No doubt.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Catch weight.
It's a catch weight fight. Over under number of punches thrown in that fight lines at 17, and I think I'll take the under.
100%.
Mike Tyson's going to walk in like, I don't think I can throw a punch, and Floyd Mayweather's going to go, I don't have to.
No, he most certainly can still throw a punch. The problem is I don't know that he has any range on that punch because at this point he's like one of them rock'em sock'em robots. It just goes straight out and just. Yeah.
I feel like Mayweather's the amount of punches he throws completely depends on the betting.
No doubt.
Because I think in the Paul fight, I think he kept him alive and let him finish the fight on purpose because he cashed out big,
no doubt,
at the casino.
No doubt.
Now here's my question: is Mike going to bring his chassless apps to this fight like he did to the last Netflix fight?
I had forgotten that, and I want
it's
to
on
never
our social
think of it
media.
again.
I can't forget it because every time I go look for a picture, I go, "Whoa! Why is there so much of Mike Tyson on that screen?"
At least he put him on the right way.
Stephen Townsend, I miss when the UFC didn't have weight classes. Me too, bro. Those were the good old days where the only thing you couldn't do was
back when
kick somebody in the nethers or the fish hook.
I was gonna say, back when Dan the Beast Severn was smashing Kim Shamrock's face.
Yeah, when
into
it was Dan Severn against the guy that picked up the garbage at the arena that night. And he's just, shut up and step out now!
It's like watching snuff films.
I will hit you until you die.
I remember when that all first started.
I do
and
too.
my parents were just mortified.
My father,
that anybody would watch such a barbaric.
See, this is where the discrepancy in our households comes up. Because I remember when it happened too. Because I remember my dad watching it on satellite, going, "This is great. I love every bit of this. This is fantastic. Beat him more."
Oh, you know my guy. Norma, they said he killed a guy. We're not watching that.
Oh, and then you get Hoist Gracie, and he comes out fully dressed and just wears out dudes twice his size.
We had very different dads.
Oh, I remember Ken Shamrock's the one that I remember specifically of just That dude is going to kill somebody before this is all said and done. And I don't think anybody in that arena even kind of cares.
Right. So when is the fight?
May 16th.
May 16th. Mark it on your calendar.
I am present and accounted for. I can't remember where the fight is. In Englewood.
In my living room.
That's one that I might consider flying to.
I'm having the same thoughts because Deontay Wilder is fighting in London again. I can't remember who he's fighting against, but I covered.
I forget you know Deontay.
Yeah. So I kind of want to go because I haven't seen him fight since his first title defense against Eric Molina. That was like 2012 or something. But would love to go out there to London and see Deontay fight. I don't think it's going to go well. He's almost 40, and he's kind of a one-trick pony as it is. But that one trick is really damn powerful.
That one trick is the Pomeranian that can balance plates on his head. Like, I don't know that you need anything else.
Derek Chisora. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. We have another super chat. As you can see, if you're watching us on YouTube, every time you do that, a little thing pops up on the screen and tells us that you did it.
Because it's all about the money. All about the money.
First of all, Stephen Tao said Beach is trying to get the football show back onto football, and I do appreciate that. He said Jonah Coleman's just a bigger MJD, good 40 from being a second-round pick. Am I wrong? He absorbed so much contact. I can't tell you you're wrong.
41 minutes before football was mentioned. Is that a record for this show?
No, it's not. Yeah. Didn't we do an hour one time where we just refused to do commercials? Like I came in on fire for something, and we just rambled.
So one of the times I was in here with y'all, we went 48 minutes before the first break. But it was
and
college
then I stepped
football.
outside, and all the salespeople were like, "What are you doing?" And I went, "Long hair don't care."
Right.
Name's on the door, baby. I do what I want.
Big facts.
Yes, that I believe 41 minutes is almost undeniably the longest we've ever gone without talking about anything actually football related.
Because I don't know if y'all have gone a minute before. Honestly.
Oh, no, we've gone a minute.
We've gone
usually talking about something that one of our two fat selves has done.
Yeah.
We'll wax poetic about a McDonald's cheeseburger for 12 minutes.
Creed. What else do we fight about?
That's really it. That's actually
movies.
That's actually our relationship in a nutshell. His taste in music sucks, and we're both fat. And the second thing will make up for the first thing, and then we sit here and argue about sports every once in a while.
But if you're telling me right now that Jonah Coleman is Maurice Jones-Drew, I'm in.
Well, he's a squatty man, 5'9", 220. I think that's off the top of my head. I don't know. It's Beach. I will give you credit. If you were trying to get football show back on track, that's a great way to do it because it leads me to saying there's a lot of things that are going to happen at this combine that I don't know. I just did another show day before yesterday. I think today's Wednesday. Let's go with that.
Today is Wednesday.
I'm here.
And we were, ladies and gentlemen, that is how stupid I am. He's here one day a week, and I couldn't even use that clue.
Earlier, we had the discussion of Jeremy can't count months. Like he asked me when my birthday was, like full birth date, and I said,
it's not that I can't do it.
I said
it's
name.
It's that definitively I needed the numeric for a security clearance, and this jackal goes, well, it's August 47th, whatever his stupid birthday is, and I went, that's not why I know what your birthday is, stupid. I need to know the numbers to put on the screen.
I can't count months right now, and I was like, really? Like, I thought that was a thing that we all just
I don't want the red blinky light to
in.
pop up at the combine because I said Tank was born in May because I counted it wrong.
5.
Probably 05.
Yeah, probably 05.
Why don't you go listen to some Don Henley and shut the hell up? How about that? The running backs in this class are going to be really interesting because I feel like the class is so bad. Because for me, it's 3 dudes. Because I love Jeremiah Love, no pun intended. I really like Mike Washington Jr. I really like Nick Singleton, who's not going to run at all, which is that's a travesty against the world. And then the rest of them, one of you come in bigger than I think you're going to be and run fast and watch you go in the second round.
I'm going to throw a name out. Probably a late round pick, I'm going to guess. Desmond Reed from Pitt.
I love him.
Yeah.
I have him higher. He went to Western.
Yeah.
Right? So one thing that you will learn about me when we do this, I don't know that I've ever admitted this out loud. I try to stay as completely stupid to guys' backstories until right now as I can. I didn't know he played at Western.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Oh, he was very good at Western, as you can imagine.
He is, I swear to you, for a kid that's no bigger than he is, because he doesn't look like he's bigger than maybe 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah, that sounds about right, yeah.
I think you'd have to hit him with a Dodge truck to knock him down.
Yeah.
He has some of the best balance I've ever. I've got him I think he's like my 10th or 11th running back in the class overall. And I don't see any way he doesn't get drafted.
Yeah.
I am really curious to see what he runs. But see, that's where we get, is that you start looking at these guys going, man, there's a lot of the tape. And all of you are, because like Desmond Reed, he'll be a piece in an offense. He's not going to be a bell.
For sure.
He's not big enough. So where can I find a spot for him that makes sense? Then they run a little bit faster than you expected, or they've got a little more in the trunk than you expected. They come in 10 pounds heavier than you thought they would be, and they run half a tenth of a second faster. You'd be shocked how much that can actually change things when we get down the rabbit hole, because there's so many of these guys that are so similar.
Mm-hmm.
So Beach asked about Jonah Coleman. I know people that have him at 2. Like, he's 2 behind Jeremiah Love. Now, if anybody tells you they have anybody but Jeremiah Love, find a way to get out of that conversation, because this person is too stupid for you to talk to. You don't need to go in. Don't waste your time with that. From there on, you could convince me of a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Mike Washington was fringe top 10 for me. I saw him at the Senior Bowl and went, that's good enough for 3. I watched you run workouts in shorts for 3 days, and that was enough for me to go, yeah, there's not many dudes that are your size that can run like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because he looks like DeMarco Murray. So I think you're going to get a lot. That's one of the reasons that I've been very cagey about my rankings, because I think there are certain guys that are going to rise and fall way more than I'm used to. I don't tend to change a lot after the combine, because I don't think it means that. It doesn't mean to me what it means to other people.
Right.
This year, I mean, in a class where I think I have 39 draftable receivers, yeah, you come here and run a 4.38.
Mm-hmm.
Watch your value go through the roof.
It's just your ability to show off that one thing that you can do better than anybody else. And any way you can set yourself apart, you come out and you have like a 9.6 broad jump or something. You're gonna raise some eyebrows from people.
This is a weird class. I mean, I think I told you this the other day, that Matt Miller from ESPN, who I know him and I really appreciate his work. I think he does a great job.
Right.
He's got 11 first-round grades in this class. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the caveat to that is, well, how many second-round grades do you have? 47. Oh. That's going to make it way harder to trade, and it's going to make guys' range just absolutely insane.
Right.
Because if you have a pick at 15, and you agree with Matt, you've only got 11 first-round picks, you're taking a second-round pick. So the difference between, let's say, I'll use Tampa Bay. All right, Tampa Bay needs an edge rusher. I don't necessarily think Derek Moore fits. I don't think Zion Young fits. But could I see a path where they go, we'll take the risk.
Mm-hmm.
He's a second-round grade. He's only 35 on our board, but we need that position, and we're not going to get one the second time we pick.
Right.
It just changes so much. This is such a weird class, and the further I've gone down the rabbit hole, the more it's just presented itself in this very strange fashion, where I absolutely detest the 4 or 5 range, which is the exact opposite of last year. Last year, I want as many picks in those rounds as I can get.
Right.
I don't love that this year, but I like the back end, and I like day 2 a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more excited about day 2 than I am day 1, because I already see how day 1 goes. It's going to be a lot of, hey, look, it's Caleb Banks. He weighs 4 jillion pounds, and his knees may or may not be made of paper mache. I'm not sure. If he doesn't break apart like Dewey Cox's little brother, he'll be Milton Williams. If he does, he'll be selling you business cards at Kinko's in about 3 years. I don't love those because it's so hard to project and it's so relevant to the team. Day 2, Jeremy's bringing a pinter of Fireball and 7 monsters, and we're getting after it.
He's just there to entertain.
Oh, day 2 this year is my time to shine. I may wear a bow tie and a top hat and a monocle
and nothing else,
and no pants. Just show up like Nailed it.
Awful. Hugh will not be your friend
Show
anymore.
up in a pair of Tommy Johns with a cane.
Hugh Myers will have you escorted from the building.
Hugh Myers will take one look at me and go, none of this surprises me.
And then he'll go, "That you were funny. This is just wrong. This is
feels kind of messed up now."
Yeah, exactly. You know what? The suits kind of make it feel messed up now.
We have another super chat. So Shanahanism for our buddy Kevin Mullen.
Right.
So Kyle Shanahan looks at the alphabet and asks, what did the letters O? I kept wanting to say zero. Zero's not a letter. What did the letter O say to the letter Q?
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, your wee knee is hanging out. Wee? Yep. His question, Chris Johnson, cornerback out of San Diego State, chances he gets drafted by Seattle. I'm starting to think Chris Johnson's probably he's a day 2 guy. I want him to be a first-round pick. I don't necessarily know that gets there. Mm-hmm. The corner that I'm stuck on for Seattle is Julian Neal. Tank, on a scale of 1 to my own name, how many times have you heard that name in the last week and a half?
Several.
I love him. I love him, period. I really love him in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
I like Chris Johnson. The thing about this corner class is it's very dependent on what you're going to ask them to do. Because depending on your scheme, you might – Colton Hood. I think the lowest grade I've heard on him so far was 4. I know one team has him in the top 20. That's a wild variation on a guy in a not such deep class. It just depends on what you're looking for. Mm-hmm. For Seattle, I want Julian Neal because I want that big 6'3", 6'4", however tall he is, that can get up in your business, and even if you get a step on him, he can catch you. Mm-hmm. Now, sometimes his feet and his brain don't speak the same language, which can be a little difficult, but I can get over that. I can't teach you to be 6'4". That's what I've said about Reek Woolen. I get it. He fell out of favor in Seattle. Somebody's going to pay that dude a mess of monies, and I really hope it's the Jets. Because for me, I know either Nashawn Wright or Reek Woolen's going to be a Jet. One of them would make me very happy, and one of them would make me say bad words for about a week.
Because you're going to get catfished.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, we were talking about free agents yesterday. There are so many guys that I look – and your Titans are the one that I'm looking at going, please don't do this again. Don't Dan Moore this again. I want them to be good just because I like Chris so much. I mean,
I saw a meme that said you could put Jamar Chase in a Titans uniform and he would look washed. And it's so true.
He looked like Traylon Burks.
Yeah.
Traylon Burks went to Washington, and I swear to God there were times that I would watch his film sent to me by the team, and I'd go, who is that? Yeah.
Whoever
that guy?
Whoever the oldest formerly great wide receiver is, that's who the Titans will bring in.
My fear with you is Alec Pierce.
Yeah.
Because that's the one, I'm telling you, the profile pictures are hot. She says all the right things. She's down to clown if you're around and you show up, and that's a 400-pound dude named Walter. Wow, this trip to Applebee's is not nearly as fun as I thought it was going to be.
It's actually Sean.
It's Sean just going, hey, where'd your camera go?
And we're back to Sean. Well, if you're just joining us here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN.
Sean's been a tenant of the first hour.
92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400.
There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah,
with Sean.
Yeah, it is a Woo-Woo Wednesday. We got Chris Womack, Sports Director of News 13, in the house. Of course, Jeremy Greene alongside as well. Follow the Sportsocracy on all of the social medias for all your Draftmas season content. We are hitting the road for the Indianapolis. Well, yeah, you're flying.
Yeah, you're hitting the road,
Mr. First Class over here.
Nope, not first class. I'm flying coach, and I promise you, I know what airline I'm flying on. I might be holding somebody's baby or their dog.
We'll be heading up to Indianapolis for the Combine next week, and of course, continuing with the 4-round mock drafts coming out on all the socials and on the YouTube channel as well. So if you're wondering how your team's going to do, what your draft capital looks like for this season, we want you to go check it out, weigh in as well, and we'll keep cranking out all of the hits, so to speak. We're going to take a break here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. I have not touched base with him yet today to see if he is recovered from what happened last night between the North Carolina Tar Heels and the NC State Wolfpack. But we've got a lot of Tar Heel news going on, so we'll see if we can get a hold of Jones Angel, voice of the North Carolina Tar Heels, for a Tar Heel time next.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Temperatures remain well above average for us here as we head through the end of the business week. Cooler area and over the weekend. Lots of clouds here this afternoon. Temperatures climbing into the upper part of the 60s. Cloudy tonight. Slight chance for a shower, low 50s. Morning clouds Thursday with a couple of showers possible. Sunshine mixing in for the afternoon hours. It'll be breezy and mild with highs up around or just over 70. Rain Thursday night, Friday. Highs Friday near 70. I'm Ken Boone with the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Score major deals on top brands at Mattress Firm's President's Day sale. Find your dream mattress today. Their sleep experts are highly trained to find the right one to fit your unique needs. They make sleep easy.
This is Jim.
Hello.
Jim started advertising with iHeartRadio way back in April. And now...
I have customers out the door!
And this is Sarah.
Hi.
She started putting a portion of her marketing dollars in podcasting back in June.
Business is booming. That's why I'm working on a Saturday.
Want to be like Jim and Sarah? It's easy. All you have to do is own or manage a business and reach out to iHeart. Get started today at 844-844-iHeart or iHeartAdvertising.com.
Okay, get this. Now at Wendy's, you get to go biggie with new Biggie deals. That means going biggie with the $4 Biggie Bites, biggier with the $6 Biggie Bag, or biggiest with an $8 Biggie Bundle. So now you can choose and customize your Biggie deal. As you should. Sorry, I get fired up when I'm talking deals. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Winter is in full swing, and Aleve is here to keep you moving. When the cold weather sets in, everyday aches and pains can linger, but Aleve's got your back. With up to 12 hours of body pain relief per dose, Aleve keeps you going with long-lasting body pain relief to get you through whatever the season brings. Chilly days or cozy nights, Aleve gives you that long-lasting body pain relief you can count on this winter. Try Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest here, and I have discovered a fun new escape from the daily grind, Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has hundreds of social casino-style games, and it's all free to play anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. So get to ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21 plus.
It's the moment you dream of. The moment you work for. Train for. Run wind sprints when nobody's watching for. The moment when hours of gym time, court time, prep time, all culminate into this time. The moment when millions of bounces, blocks, and boards all add up to this, your moment. Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
Western North Carolina's election station.
I have to laugh out loud at the incredible, voluminous fraud and corruption.
Good and evil are definitely at war here.
News Radio 570 WWNC, the voice of the mountains.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Oh, you know that sound. And you know how to get rid of it, too. When that craving hits, there's only one place to go. Asheville South Slope. Downtown Asheville, Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue. Slow-smoked brisket, pulled pork, homemade sides, scratch-made sauces. We keep telling you how good Bear's is. Now recognized by the USA Today as one of the 39 restaurants of the year for 2026. Every special occasion deserves a Bear feast. You can order online at bearsbbq.com.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville, WPEK, W225CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. The Sportsocracy.
It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time.
The Sportsocracy.
Shake it back!
Beer City's best sports talk.
It is gross.
Just earlier.
They are mature, actually. You just have to get to know them better.
Your lunchtime dose of dumbassery. Live from the Ingalls studio.
Back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. Sportsocracy heard everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app. Seen everywhere on YouTube. Really locked into the men's team sprint final here at the Milano Cortina Olympics.
Chris, are you an Olympics guy?
Not at all.
Not at all?
Not at all.
Really?
I think the 96 Olympics were the last ones that I cared about.
Wow.
And that was because the Sports Illustrated for Kids put Dominic Moceanu on the cover leading up to it.
My dog. I had that poster on my wall.
Not gonna lie, I think I did too.
Well, that was the moment that we all learned to love The Devil Went Down to Georgia more than we ever did.
Yeah, and before anybody says that's creepy, we were kids too. So
yeah, we were.
To be clear,
yeah,
we're all about the same age.
We were all subscribers to Sports Illustrated for Kids. So
for kids,
I was 11.
96. I would have been 9.
I was 13.
I was about to go. I was 26, but I was a young 26.
I was 13. I think me and Dominique were like the same age, if not.
She was older
you had
than
a
me,
chance.
She was like 14, 15 maybe.
You had a chance.
I felt I had a chance. If ever I had a chance. If ever I had my moment, I could see her at the Asheville Mall signing autographs and just pitch my woo on her.
What would that look like? Let's
pretend Jeremy is Dominic Moceanu.
It probably would have looked a lot like the North Carolina Tar Heels, without Henry Visar and Caleb Wilson trying to play NC State at a rivalry game.
In my head, it's just Hank going, I watched you on TV. Would you like to see my Pokemon cards? Would you like to talk about the NWO? Because I'm very into professional wrestling. I'm kind of a big deal on the message board.
Would you like to see my scrapbook of caricatures from the WWE?
And in my head, he's got his face painted like Surfer Sting. I don't know why that is, but that's where it's at in my head.
Definitely something I would have done.
No
I
doubt.
see him having the American flag just on the cheek, you know?
Boom. He walks up to Dominic Moceanu with a cassette player playing Real American.
Listen, not all of us are Sean, okay? We can't just walk up and go, hey, look at me.
Huh?
I hear you're a gymnast.
I'm keeping my next thought to myself.
Yes,
I find myself having to do that on this show quite often. I can't say that.
Yeah.
Courtney's listening somewhere. She's probably saying the same thing. Maybe you should hold in the next comment.
I'll go out on a limb and say Courtney turned the radio off 54 minutes ago.
See what this is not going to go
If
well.
I don't know,
when I introduced Sean to the world, she turned the radio off.
She's like,
if I don't know,
had she already heard the Sean stories?
She hasn't.
You've been telling the Sean stories around work.
No, let's see, the only people that really know about it, Marvin, because I saw him when I got back, and then the photographer that I was with, Josh Luckadoo.
See, those are.
I just wanted to make sure, like, Chris didn't come back. He was like, Tyler Reddick gave me the checkered flag, but I met Sean, and let me tell you about Sean.
This is, and I don't know if you two do this, but I can tell you definitively that I do. If I ever meet somebody in public, and we go, let's take a picture. If I take one off my phone, you can rest assured something you did is about to become content. On your phone, I don't have access to that. But I will go, yeah, let's take a picture. Take one on my phone. See that guy? That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah. There's something about you that ain't right.
Last night, Tar Heel fans, sorry about that. It did not go well. Tar Heels without their 2-star players. I believe Henry Visar and Caleb Wilson combined for 45% of the Tar Heels offense throughout the season. And they needed it last night because they could only score 58 points. And they hit 5 of 33 three-pointers. That's brutal.
You know, I know shooters shoot, but I've always had this issue with college basketball. But if they're not falling, quit freaking shooting them.
Mm-hmm.
But coaches always say, "Oh, that's who we are. That's the offense." Well, how about you develop a drive to the basket game? How about an inside presence?
I will speak as the resident shooter of the this here program. I never saw a three I didn't like.
He said,
I got
"Shut your
news
dirty
for you.
mouth."
I don't care if I haven't hit the rim since Tuesday. You hit me at that elbow of, behind the 3-point line, that thing's going up.
Mm-hmm. There was a guy maybe 4 or 5 years ago, played for like Detroit Mercy or something.
Oh, I remember this kid.
And he had like 215 field goal attempts on the year. All 215 were three-pointers.
That would have been me in college basketball. I'm not.
Why not?
Jeremy had 17 made threes on 300 attempts. He had one rebound one time, and it was because it bounced off the rim directly back at him. He caught it by accident.
And shot it again.
And he shot it again.
It's one of those things that has irked me about the development, or actually I don't want to call it, it's not the development, it's the devolving of basketball as a game.
Well, I mean, there are a multitude of reasons for that. One, it's so hard to keep guys. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, once you get – now high school is the same level as college. If you've got a guy that's a real dog, he's farming himself out to Monteverde.
Sure.
He's farming himself out to IMG.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about the recruiting. I'm talking about the game itself. Like when Steph Curry and Klay Thompson showed up.
They changed basketball.
And they went.
And not in a good way.
Holy cow. Look how many points we can score if we have excellent shooters. And then everybody in NBA, everybody in college basketball, now it's filtering down to the lower levels. We don't do the fundamental basketball thing anymore because it's just not part of the game, because we can score a lot faster if we score them in threes.
Oh, by the way, with the thing we were talking about yesterday with Team World being so much better than Team USA, that's why.
Yeah.
Because they're in a system that develops them. Because to me, it's not just Steph and Klay. You go all the way back to Dirk. Because Dirk opened it up to the big guys. And I know that because I was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was 6'5", going, oh, he's bigger than me. And he can shoot. He doesn't have to go down low.
Right.
And so what do you think happened to my game? It kicked out by the 3-point line, and I didn't broach that line very often.
Right.
And so now, I mean, you watch some of these offenses, it's like they don't know what to do.
No, it's absolutely terrible. And if you're not hitting shots, as proof last night in Chapel or in Raleigh, you are going to get beat by an inferior team.
There are two kinds of offense that are ever run by college basketball teams.
Mm-hmm.
You do get a slight bit of motion in some offenses. It's not the way it's supposed to run. And then you get John Calipari 1-4 ISO, which is you've got 4 on the baseline, 2 of them are positioning for a rebound, and all they're trying to do is clear the lane so you can drive down there. Mm-hmm. And there's one kid on the team that can do that.
I think about Alabama, and obviously Alabama fan here, but how quickly they shoot the ball. And Nate Oates, his philosophy is it's either a dunk or a three.
Yep.
Mid-range jumpers.
Shoot in the paint or shoot behind the 3-point line. And I'll be honest with you, the way the game's played now, I think he's right.
Well, you have to.
I don't know that you can win a national title that way because you got to have 6 nights in 3 weeks.
They went to the Final Four, and that's about as far as you're going to be able to go.
And that's the thing is that invariably you're going to have one of those nights. You go into 3 different buildings. The sight lines are different. You have one building where you got a tunnel misplaced or just – and that 3 stops falling. You don't have easy baskets.
But that's why so many of these teams get close to a national championship but fall short. I'm thinking of like teams like Texas Tech a few years back, right? The real, Houston for the last few years has been really tough defensively. But if you're not catching luck from behind the arc, it's over because you don't have a second shot. And I get it. It's tough to have a second shot when shot number 1 and shot number 2 are both sitting on the bench. But it was obvious last night that there was no game plan for having those two guys out, or that the only game plan was, well, sit back and shoot. Hope to God we can hit them.
Yeah. Well, and I'll tell you, Will Wade needed that win badly because he talked so much ish before the season. The quote that I ran last night at 11 to open up the coverage was him saying, "We're NC State. We're red. Blood is red, right? It's not blue. Blood is red."
Will Wade is he's like a fortune cookie.
Yeah.
I mean, I get why NC State fans like him. I mean, if that's your guy, you love that guy.
Absolutely.
If that's not your guy, man, he's annoying.
Oh, I like him. I like him, and that's hard for me
That
to say.
surprises me to hear out of you.
I like that cocky attitude. I like somebody that's going to come in and shake up things.
You got to back it up, though.
Exactly.
I mean, if you're going to say that, I think you have to beat at least North Carolina or Duke in year one.
Yeah. He's very Roy Williams, and I dig that about him. Like he's not going to let his guys feel good about a win. And there's something to be said for that, especially this day and age when you don't have many coaches doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
You don't have many Mick Cronins out here that are throwing his own damn guy out of the game. Did you see that?
Yeah. That's a new one.
Mick Cronin had a player that he committed a hard foul on a dunk opportunity, and it was a flagrant, and they weren't going to kick him out of the game, and Mick just went, "Get the hell out of here."
He ran him halfway to the tunnel himself.
He did. And he said after the game, we're not going to play that way.
Oh.
Like you want to play tough? You play tough getting a rebound.
Mm-hmm.
You play tough getting a loose ball. You don't play tough on some dude that's defenseless trying to go up for a dunk.
Good for him.
Yeah. We need way more of that.
Yeah.
We need way more of that in this generation. Problem is, that's where it causes problems.
Well, I mean, it's
because guys like Mick Cronin, it's going to hurt your program.
Well, I mean, this to me is it's a way bigger talk on the state of college sports as they are. At this point, I don't know that there's a sport that's not got 1 foot in the grave, 1 foot on a banana peel. I mean, because it's so hard to build rosters this way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure you both saw the story about Sacramento State.
Yeah, they're dumping like billions into it, ain't they?
Oh, now they're in the MAC.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're a MAC team. Did you see the terms of that?
Mm-mm.
They're paying for everybody's flights to Sacramento. Do you know how much it costs to fly a team from Ohio, from Toledo to Sacramento, and you got to do it 5 times a year?
Mm-hmm.
That's how desperate they were to get into FBS football. Oh, by the way, they don't make a dime from the MAC for like 10 years.
They got big money.
You know what I see when I see that? There are a lot of schools that are within this geographic footprint where I'm going, you don't have that. You don't have somebody that can cut that check.
Mm-hmm.
So Sacramento State, yeah, you belong up there. Mm-hmm. And there's another layer of this, and you mark my words as it's coming. You'll start seeing teams drop down. They'll do the Idaho, where they're in the FBS, and then they go, we can't compete here.
Yeah, they got to.
We can't compete here. We don't have that kind of money.
Right.
One of them's not all that far from here. That I'm specifically thinking about going, I don't.
Who, Charlotte?
Charlotte was the one in my mind.
Yeah.
You've got a little bit of money.
They do have a little bit.
But your facilities aren't FBS level.
Right.
I mean, I've been in Jerry Richardson Stadium. There's nothing to that. You can't make enough on a home date there.
Yeah, they keep talking about splitting the Power 4, Power 5 off from the rest of college football. They may do that themselves with everybody else dropping down.
They're going to have to.
I mean, you have to. At this point, college athletics have become Major League Baseball. They're a third of the people programs can compete at one level.
Mm-hmm.
There's another third that's in the mid tier, and then there's the bottom tier, and they're so unbelievably bad. I mean, just think about how bad MAC football is. I'm in the weeds.
You love MAC football. What are you talking about?
I like to bet on MAC football. Watching it is a whole different ballgame. I mean, I'm in the weeds in the draft right now. I think I have like a grand total of 8 players from the MAC. 500 players on my board. I think I have 8 MAC guys. Now, one of them's probably going to go in the first round, Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. Nadane Tucker will probably go in day 2. And then you got, 5 or 6 guys that go in day 3?
Mm-hmm.
That should tell you everything you need to know. Outside of him, the first round will be 31 P4 guys. Because there's not another one out there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's not even one that I can make my brain wrap itself around. He's going to somehow go in the top 32 picks.
No, because that guy's already been found somewhere.
Yeah, and then we always get that story of the guy that's going to go in, round 4. It's like, I wanted to finish things with my guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I get that, and I appreciate
That's
that.
fine.
You're not getting the offers.
But think about back to Khalil Mack. Came out of Buffalo.
Never happened.
It will never happen again because, hell, they would have somebody would have recognized his 10 sacks his freshman season and went, oh.
He would have been a member of the Alabama Crimson Tide the next year.
Well, Jared Verse.
Absolutely.
Jared Verse was at Albany.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to transfer. I mean, he will tell you the story. I've heard him tell the story on podcasts before. Mike Norvell spotted him on tape. He was sitting in the Albany athletic office the day the transfer portal opened.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's my guy. He didn't even want to transfer. He showed up and went, here's what I got for you. And Albany just let him through because they knew there's nothing they could do to stop it.
You don't want the reputation of keeping the Power 4 out.
Yeah, because then you can't get the guys to come to your school because you're trying to keep them at bay.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's where you live.
Mm-hmm.
This is where every mid-major program lives now. And even, not even mid-major, I mean, even some of the high majors, the low-high majors, places like Boston College.
Or Kentucky.
That's a good one. Some of these places where
Kentucky has an administrative issue.
Yeah, but it's still a stepping stone to your next highlight.
Every job at this point outside of 10 is a stepping stone.
Yes, but it never was like this in college sports, and now you realize.
I would argue the coaching side of that's always been that way.
Yeah, I mean it most certainly got worse in recent years, but now you're doing it with the players too, and that's where a lot of people have problems.
So, for example, would Randall Cobb have come out of Kentucky for the draft?
Probably. I think schools like Kentucky, because Kentucky's got some money. They apportion a very large portion of it to basketball.
But Ohio State's right across the state border. They would have come over there and said, hey, Randall.
Absolutely.
I mean, there would have been offers, no doubt.
Well, and I would think also under these rules as they stand today, that would be maybe I can get my 6th year and go.
Well, I mean, this is
play
just
at Ohio State.
I mean, this is just like baseball. You know, the Pittsburgh Pirates develop a guy. Yeah, you can keep him for 130% market.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and that's all well and good. The only problem is that you don't have enough money to compete. You can't field a competitive roster when you're getting everybody at market value.
Yeah.
You start having to overpay to keep your own guys, and there are a handful of those that are in the back of my head right now that are coming back this year.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the rest of the team going, oh, awesome. You don't have a guard. You don't have that second defensive tackle spot's porous. That's the way these rosters are built.
Mm-hmm.
And I've gotten a lot of latitude out of when we first started doing this show. Tank and I talked about these things, and I told him a lot of this was coming. Mm-hmm. I said, laid all of this out. We're officially to the point of I can't even say I was right anymore because I didn't ever think it would get to this point. I didn't even think it would get to the point where teams are buying their way into the FBS.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Sacramento State doesn't – you have absolutely no merit of being here. You have some very wealthy boosters, and you think you can compete.
But that's the merit.
Isn't Shaq their GM for basketball or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mike Bibby is like the head coach.
Mike Bibby's the head coach. Shaq's the GM. I can't remember who the coach was. It's maybe Michael Vick. Or is somebody
he was at Norfolk State.
He was at Norfolk State. Deshaun Jackson was at Delaware State. It's a former player. I just can't remember.
Alonzo Carter.
Maybe it's one of the position coaches.
Maybe.
I remember Sacramento State was very popular with. I mean, they're throwing a lot of money at this. The problem is that your coffers aren't deep enough to keep this up. I mean, because this isn't just we've got a wealthy booster that'll carry you for 2 or 3 years. It's not going to carry you in the long haul. Because eventually you're going to get, I mean, even a MAC school, they're so far ahead of you between marketing and sponsorship dollars and their footprint. Now every conference game you play is 2,000 miles away from home.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you go on the road, you're 2,000 miles away.
But does Rutgers have the money to keep that up long term? You know, I mean,
nope. And that's the funniest part of it. That's why I think it's so far. We've gone so far that there's no saving it where it is, because you got a handful of teams in each one of these conferences. You can't keep up. You don't have a prayer. Northwestern doesn't have a prayer. Purdue,
a lot of money though.
Not even kind of in the ballpark. They got a bunch of people doing what we do. Michael Wilbon can throw every $1 million check at you he wants to. That is not a fart in a windstorm compared to what you're getting at Ohio State or Miami
or Texas oil money.
You just can't compete. I mean, you're not even in the ballpark of competing. Northwestern's won. Maryland's got. Put it this way, and this is where money doesn't always buy you happiness. Look at a place like Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, the founder of Under Armour went to Maryland. Maryland is to Under Armour what Nike is to Oregon.
Yeah.
It hasn't meant anything. Oh, you got Mike Loxley, who interviewed for what, 2 or 3 NFL head coaching jobs? I mean, it still hasn't been good.
Mm-hmm.
You're right outside of the DMV. You can't get players from Washington. You get 1 or 2 a year. Because as you look at it, that one booster is not enough. You got Texas Tech that's got 500 oil guys that are locked in on Lubbock, contributing $5 million a year. You can't compete with that. Eventually, it's going to be right. Then
look at Alabama. We don't have that big booster. We have a lot of old Southern millionaires.
You still have a reputation, though.
Yeah, but reputational. I mean, kids don't care about reputation.
No.
They care about what you can put in their bank account.
That's 100% true. And, I mean, I'm not going to lie. When Caden Proctor left and went to Iowa, now he did turn right around and go back. But when he left, I thought to myself, I don't know that I've ever seen Alabama lose a player like that.
Well, I mean, Caleb Downs left right after Nick Saban retired, which I kind of get, but it sucked because he was the best. He's the best defensive back in football, in my opinion.
Oh, he's the best player in this class by
Yeah.
a mile. I mean, anytime I look at a guy and go, your floor's Rod Woodson. Take him. I don't care. Take him at 1. Frankly, I don't care.
I want the Titans to take him.
I don't want him to get to the Titans. Because if the Jets don't take him, you rest assured, Jeremy's going to say dirty wordies in the draft room. Because it's just stupid.
Yeah.
It's dumb when you look at players like that. They're so good. But, tied it back to the college side, take a player like Caleb Downs. Certain institutions really value just having that player. Others don't because they can't. I don't get to have the safety. Alabama's actually the perfect example in this. I can keep the roster together. I've got enough money for the quarterback, a couple receivers, a couple running backs, build the offensive lineup. I can keep a handful of defensive guys, but safety's not a priority for me. So when Caleb Downs comes in and says, I'm as a going into my sophomore year, I might be a top 10 best player in the sport. Alabama has to look at him and go, we can't compete.
Which is so ridiculous because if you look at the history of Alabama safeties, they've had so many. Minka Fitzpatrick, they had Eddie Jackson, who kind of bounced around from quarterback. He really caught on as a safety.
Had one really good year with the Bears and had like 11 interceptions or something like that.
Well, I mean, at Alabama, the non-offensive touchdowns that he scored, either scoop and scores or pick sixes, it was ridiculous. But for them to not see the value that they got from safeties during Saban's tenure, it's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, and that's where you get into, and now going all the way back to how we started this, of there's only so many good coaches out there. Yeah, and now we're opening up new schools in the FBS. Schools are coming up from D2 into the FCS. So every time you do this, you're diluting the pool just a little bit. And you got to remember that guys like Caleb Wilson still end up playing basketball. I mean, he's a freak athlete.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you and I saw him up close and personal. I went, that dude right there is different. I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
Had never even, I think I'd heard his name, but I didn't know what number he wore. I didn't know what he looked like. It took me 2 minutes to go, that one right there, I don't know who that kid is, but he is different.
He's the best player on the team. I just know
for
it.
sure.
Yeah.
He's the best player Carolina's had in decades.
You do that time and time and time again. And you realize that there's only so many guys in this world that are that age range that are that good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to dilute the product, and that's where we're at. I see Sacramento State, and I go, awesome. That's probably 10 players that could have been the 7th or 8th best player at Memphis that are going to wind up at Sacramento State because they get the chance to play at a high level and play FBS ball.
Yep.
and you keep doing that, you do it long enough, eventually you dilute the product. This is the reason that, and I always tie it back to you, and I guarantee you take notes exactly what I'm getting ready to say. I remember sitting in a room with Seth Greenberg, and he went, if you do not get in front of this, your sport will die. The non-revs, you're all already dead. You may not know it yet. You're already dead. College baseball, we've got Christiana, sweet intern that's helping us. She loves college baseball. I've told her more than once, you're the only person I know.
I hate it.
That loves college baseball.
I hate college baseball.
And you look in the stands, there's not enough money to justify this, and those buses and those plane tickets and those facilities and the trainers and the time. Eventually, they're going to go, we're not making any money out of this, so we're just going to cancel it off. And I'm telling you, that's before the end of the decade. That's happening before we go to 203 in a year, where you will start seeing big boy programs go, baseball, we're done. Women's basketball, we're done.
We've already
because
seen
the South Carolinas and the Yukons, they can make a ton of money doing that.
Yeah, we've already seen schools do this. Stanford did it last year, didn't they?
Stanford did a bunch, but they were like Olympic sports.
Yeah, they were small programs, but still, it was one of those like earth-shattering kind of things because you don't see. Sports in schools are like government programs, right? We start one, it's going to be there until it dies.
And it's funny you said that way because I think you're going to start seeing some of these. I'm remiss to say you'll see football programs die.
The UAB did it?
UAB did it, but then it came back around.
Well, Tennessee State did it once?
It was, 2 or 3 years before UAB? Because I was in Birmingham when that happened. And the insane thing is, I get why the administration did it. I covered a UAB game where the attendance was in double figures. It was like 97.
Whoa.
Like in Legion Stadium. It was embarrassing.
Well, I mean, the thing that, and I know I know a little bit about the UAB story, but what they did was a profit and loss, and they went, there is absolutely no way that we can put enough money in this program to compete to a level where we can get enough butts in the seats. So we're almost in this catch-22. I'm looking at basketball programs. I could name you 3 off the top of my head that play in big boy conferences, and I'm going, you're dead. You don't know you're dead yet? You're dead. Because you're bringing in 2,000 people in a 20,000-seat arena. You're doomed. Because you're going to do the same thing UAB did. We don't have the money to make this competitive. Nobody's going to watch it if it's competitive. So why the hell are we doing it?
Yeah. And hopefully the gamble for Sacramento State pays off for them.
I don't see any way that it does.
The investment, it puts you in a different sphere, right? I mean, playing in the MAC is better than playing whatever Western Coast Conference they were in.
Not with the cost of it,
This is one of those that you look at somebody and go, you have a net worth of $400 million. You'll have a net worth of $40 million 2 years from now, and you will have not even been.
But at least you're in the MAC.
That's right.
That's the way they're.
You get to play college football on ESPN on Tuesday. I will bet on you a lot.
Bingo.
And you will see zero of those dollars.
We want to see Sacramento State on TV. That's all this is about. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville.
This is Jim.
Hello.
Jim started advertising with iHeartRadio way back in April. And now...
I have customers out the door!
And this is Sarah.
Hi.
She started putting a portion of her marketing dollars in podcasting back in June.
Business is booming. That's why I'm working on a Saturday.
Want to be like Jim and Sarah? It's easy. All you have to do is own or manage a business and reach out to iHeart. Get started today at 844-844-iHeart or iHeartAdvertising.com.
Tuesday, March 17th, the Orange Peel presents Mike Gordon of Fish. Get your tickets now online at theorangepeel.net. Don't miss Mike Gordon, live March 17th. See you at the Peel.
This month, iHeartRadio is celebrating the stars of the 2026 Winter Games. Hailing from Vail, Colorado, Michaela Schifrin might just be the greatest alpine skier of all time. With over 100 World Cup victories, the youngest Olympic slalom winner arrives in Milano Cortina to further cement her legacy. Her technical precision in the slalom and fearless speed in the downhill make her a threat in every race as she takes to the slopes to chase more Olympic hardware. For more Winter Games gold, search Olympics on the iHeartRadio app.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
That's what we were taught, service before self.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Clarissa Sells WNC is the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have: Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shops.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
The road to the college basketball playoffs start in Asheville. Catch the Ingles Southern Conference men's and women's basketball championships March 5th through the 9th at Harris Cherokee Center, Asheville. See some of the nation's best conference tournament action. Then explore a city packed with locally owned restaurants, incredible breweries, live music, and non-stop excitement. Experience it all during the 2026 Ingles Southern Conference Basketball Championship. For tickets, brackets, and event details, visit SoConHoops.com.
iHeartRadio.
Olympics update.
Team USA snowboarder Jake Cantor won bronze in the men's slopestyle final and says he endured plenty of adversity.
So to be standing here right now with an Olympic medal is unbelievable. I can't believe it.
American teammates Redmond Girard and Oliver Martin finished 6th and 9th. Meanwhile, U.S. star Michaela Schifrin won gold in the women's slalom. It's her 3rd career Olympic gold.
For NBC's live coverage from Italy, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Temperatures remain well above average for us here as we head through the end of the business week. Cooler area over the weekend. Lots of clouds here this afternoon. Temperatures climbing into the upper part of the 60s. Cloudy tonight. Slight chance for a shower, low 50s. Morning clouds Thursday with a couple of showers possible. Sunshine mixing in for the afternoon hours. It'll be breezy and mild with highs up around or just over 70. Rain Thursday night, Friday. Highs Friday near 70. I'm Ken Boone with the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement. Batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
It's pretty simple. We're neighbors. We're in your city, talking about your town. You can't fake it. Take your favorite spot on the dial with you on the go. Download the iHeartRadio app.
iHeartRadio.
Guaranteed human.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Dan Scott here, inviting you to check out my new show every Sunday, 8 to 9 a.m. here on ESPN Asheville, where we bring sports and faith together. The Dan Scott Show, 8 a.m. Sundays on ESPN Asheville.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
The road to the college basketball playoffs start in Asheville. Catch the Ingles Southern Conference men's and women's basketball championships March 5th through the 9th at Harris Cherokee Center, Asheville. See some of the nation's best conference tournament action. Then explore a city packed with locally owned restaurants, incredible breweries, live music, and non-stop excitement. Experience it all during the 2026 Ingles Southern Conference Basketball Championship. For tickets, brackets, and event details, visit SoconHoops.com.
On the weird scale, there's Vegas, there's Florida, and there's Asheville. Let's get weird, Asheville.
We are back at the Sportsocracy, and it is ESPN Asheville. Follow us along on the social medias at the Sportsocracy. Also, go over check out the ESPN Asheville Facebook page. We've got another register to win Monday night tickets to see UNC and Louisville.
Last night.
Well, it won't be. Well, look.
At least we don't think it'll be as bad as it was last night.
Well,
I don't think they can put two performances like that together in a row.
Hopefully,
Hopefully
VSAR will be back.
Well, and they said Caleb is learning to play with the cast, so maybe he's a couple games away.
I don't know. I mean, would you throw him out there now?
Well, if I
don't care.
If I'm Caleb, I don't know that I'm going out there. Just you've proven Caleb's what you need to prove.
You'll see me. You'll see me at the tournament. That's because I know I'm getting in. If I'm an 8 seed, awesome. It just delays. I got to beat a 1 seed one game earlier than I would have had to have done it before.
So one thing I like about Caleb is he is the type of kid that there is no reason. Like, don't give me an excuse. I will be there if I can. So if he's learning to play with the cast, he intends to play immediately as soon as he can
as soon as
function.
He's cleared.
Right. As soon as they say, okay, you're less at risk or whatever, you can go out there and play, he will go play. Question is, if you're Hubert Davis, do you let him?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
You do not. I do not. I bring him back for the Duke game. I bring him back for the Duke finale.
I don't even do that.
ACC
I've already
tournament.
beat him once. I'm good. I might bring him back for the tournament.
I would bring him back the game before Duke to knock off the rust for the ACC tournament. Well, again, you don't need a whole lot out of the ACC tournament. You might be able to go from a 4 seed to a 2 if you win it. I don't know.
I need to not lose like I did against NC State last night.
Yeah. But you've got to reintegrate him into the offense and everything. That's the only reason I would bring him back. Not for him, for everybody else.
That's 2 weeks from now.
Yeah. I think that's possible.
Okay. All right. I still feel like that's a little early, maybe. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, Carolina, Louisville tickets on the line. Register to win. All you got to do is answer the question that's on the Facebook page. And the simple question is, can you name another player that's not Tyler Hansbrough that is in the top 10 all-time scoring at Carolina? You can Google it and just paste a name in there, and you're registered to win.
You're not supposed to tell them that.
Well, I mean, I want everybody to be involved.
I think I just said one.
What did you say?
R.J. Davis.
R.J. Davis, most definitely. Number 2 on the list.
Yeah.
I'll give you the whole list right now. All you got to do is just go to Facebook, like the post and put the damn name in there. Anyone you
we're
want.
We're trying to get you to like the post.
That's right.
That's the goal.
That's right.
You can like the post and say Yosemite Sam, and we'll probably still put you in the entry.
Carolina Louisville on Monday night here on ESPN Asheville. We have tickets on the line. Just head over to the ESPN Asheville Facebook page and comment on the Register to Win post.
Was that your weird story?
No, that was not. That was the setup for the weird story. Shut up.
He put the bow on that like, okay, I'm through now.
I did. I just wanted everybody to know the promo's over. Now we get into the story. It's time to get just a bit outside.
Promos that don't have testicle references.
Well.
Balls. Sorry.
What? Is that a word I'm not supposed to say?
No, because we're talking about delicious bear balls.
Yes.
Bear Smokehouse Barbecue.
Yes.
See?
You know what? You know, we talked earlier about our new good friend Sean and how much he likes St. Patrick's Day
in America.
In Savannah.
Bald Eagles.
Well,
PBR.
Well, I would think Sean would be the kind of guy who could have a whole lot of fun at Mardi Gras.
He probably went to Mardi Gras after Daytona.
Probably.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'll guarantee you didn't mention this. I'll guarantee you his wife's name was Brandy with an I.
Well, we all know the shenanigans revolving around Mardi Gras, the bead traditions, and all of those things.
No, Tank, you don't qualify.
The beads... I cleaned up at Mardi Gras.
Well, I mean, you filled the cup. It just wasn't necessarily. We didn't love how it runneth over.
And runneth over, it did. We got a whole bunch of beads when we went to Mardi Gras. I mean, we came home with like big mason jars full of Mardi Gras beads, and I could see how these things would be a little hazardous to the environment. So there's a crew down in New Orleans.
Spelled with a K.
Yes. The crew of Frere. I got a Louisiana girl in the studio. She's going Frere. So we'll go with Frere.
She doesn't have a microphone, but she just looked at Tank and went, "It's Bonal Frere."
So the crew of ferrets, they have decided that the plastic beads are the bad way to go, because apparently when they had a flood down there last year, they had to clear out all of the storm drains, and they found 46 tons of plastic beads in the sewers that were just clogging everything up.
You don't even need a flood. I mean, because people, they catch them, but then they inevitably drop the cheap ones throughout the night.
Right.
They get kicked off into storm drains.
Right. So this crew did their whole Mardi Gras parade, festivities, and everything, completely banned the plastic beads. They have vegetarian beads that are made out of plants. Their beads are made out of plants, and they call them plant me beads. I thought that's what the Mardi Gras tradition was anyway. So you just went full on, yep, that's what these are for.
How long before we get the first story of somebody trying to prison wallet these? I'm telling you, it's coming. I planted them. That's what they told me to do.
I planted them, and I was waiting for a Mardi Gras tree to grow.
I dug a hole, I watered it, and then nothing happened. Well, something bad happened, actually. I had to see him Dr. Woo-Woo.
I was hoping it was going to start sprouting king cakes at some point.
They pay us to do this. It always amuses me.
I ask again, do they?
Yeah, good point. My story, we finally have a decision. Mm-hmm. One of the great questions ever asked. Mm-hmm. Is the boneless wing indeed a chicken wing?
Is it made of wing meat?
I mean, in theory. But a man, his name's Amin Halim, filed a suit against boneless buffalo wings, against Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yes,
March 2023.
Okay.
He alleged that the chicken wing chain was falsely advertising boneless wings as wings. Even claimed the product should be called something like chicken poppers.
Yeah.
First of all, how is this
frivolous lawsuit?
How is this being heard? See, in my court, I'm fining you $25 million. You for wasting my time.
I wish it worked like that.
In my courtroom, it would.
Wrong.
That's what
you're on the wrong side of this.
Boneless wings are wings.
That is false advertisement. That's not
it is
bone.
not.
It's not a boneless wing. A boneless wing would be wing meat that you took the bone out of. This is breast meat that is chunked up.
Don't care.
And fried. That's nuggies. Those are
Nope.
chicken nuggies.
Nope, they're rolled in sauce, which makes it a wing. And
that's not even kind of true.
And
that
now,
I mean, so Chinese food is a chicken wing?
Bingo.
General Tso's is chicken wings. Because that's
if
what
I
you're saying.
slathered myself in hot sauce, am I a chicken wing?
Looks like you are. Look, you're also the man that will argue to the death that the difference between Japanese food and Chinese food and Mexican food is not that much.
I will say, Chris, don't do that and get too close to some of these sales girls around here.
100%.
They've been dreaming about that
You
day.
would have to fight your way out of here with a machete.
They already look at you like you're Sean Jr.
No doubt. 100%. He said the quiet part out loud.
It's funny because Chris walks in and he gets catcalled in the hallway.
No doubt. It's funny because we start seeing salespeople, and I'm like, I forgot she worked here. District Judge John Tharp, he has made a ruling.
We're setting it all on fire today. I love
I'm saying the quiet part out loud. Judge John Tharp made a ruling.
Yeah.
Even managed to sneak in a chicken wing joke in the ruling. Boneless wings are not a niche product for which a consumer would need to do extensive research to figure out the truth. Instead, boneless wings is a common term that has existed for over 2 decades. Mr. Halim did not drum up enough factual allegations to state a claim, though he has standing to bring the claim against because he plausibly alleged economic injury. He does not plausibly allege that reasonable customers are fooled by Buffalo Wild Wings' use of the term boneless wings. You want me to tell you what that says in English?
And he didn't take the opportunity to say, and thereby his argument fell flat? Gosh. Dude, I mean, this guy went to college.
That would have been
100%. You got drum in there. You didn't get flat in there as
I'm
well?
not gonna lie.
I'm mad.
Pops.
I'm mad.
Here's what he said in plain English.
Call me. I'll be your clerk.
No one that's not a complete dumbass doesn't know what a boneless wing is.
100%.
We've used this term for so long that it's become part of the lexicon, including the fact that a boneless wing's not a wing, you idiot!
I like when you
It's
yell.
a foot. It's the leg.
It's a foot. It's not a foot.
Oh, it's not
they
a
don't
foot.
have foots.
No, they have foots. Just you feed those to dogs.
They have foots, not feet. They have foots.
No, they don't have foots or feet.
It's not a wing.
And it's not foots.
I mean, you can eat a chicken foot. I wouldn't
advise it.
Suggest it.
Well, I mean, this is coming from the same man that goes to the Liver Mush Festival, so I don't necessarily think you are the end all be all of what should be consumed.
Well, look, I mean, there is a certain line.
You know what animal does have foots?
What's that?
Sean.
Oh. He's got fruits by the foots.
I couldn't say the part I wanted to say out loud, so I just had to flash it up on the screen.
Wow.
Oh, this
Man,
has been a fun day. Might be the last show we ever do.
I'm gonna bet
I'm
it's
going to
not.
venture a guess there's no less than 4 angry people outside that door by the end of this show.
It's all right. They're not listening either.
That's all right. They're just looking at Chris. They got the same. They're looking at Chris the same way I look at those boneless wings. Like, give me some bread.
I agree. I agree on both sides here. I agree with the judge. This is dumb. Of course, we all have accepted the boneless wing. However, it is false advertisement. That's not wing meat. This guy could have changed the world, and this judge was standing in the way.
And this judge went, all of you people that have to, you're the Ted Mosby of the world. It's actually Renaissance Fair. I'm going to hit you in the Renee face. It's stupid. Stupid.
Stephen Tow's throwing barbs. He says Jeremy eats cauliflower wings.
You daggone
Just
right I
saying.
do. Cauliflower wings are delicious and less not healthy than a wing.
I was speaking of wings. I was invited by T.C. Robertson to do a interview with head baseball coach Eric Philippak.
Yeah.
Also, first ever guest on Womack Wednesday.
Right.
But they want to do it. I guess there's a YouTube show where they eat wings and they get progressively hotter throughout the interview.
Yeah, hot ones.
Yeah, so apparently I'll be doing that.
Really?
I have a weak palate.
Oh, you don't do the spicy stuff?
Oh, no. I do mild.
Oh, that's not going to go well for you.
No, it's not.
That's not going to go well for you.
No. I might have to send it out so everybody can come watch me.
I think that's brilliant.
I think it's a great idea.
Where are you doing the interview?
Wild Wing Cafe. over off Long Shoals.
Wild Wings has good wings.
And they have about 70 flavors.
They have good flavors. I'm trying to think of which one you really don't want to see.
Which one's he going to tap out on?
Oh,
will it be the Carolina Reaper?
Oh, no. If he's a mild guy, he won't make it that far.
You don't think so?
Oh, no. I'll make it, but I'm not going to be happy. And I may not keep all the wings down.
There's no reversals of fortune. That's a disqualification from the contest.
It's not like the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. I don't have to keep these down.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
I don't think.
There's that. Don't rub your eyes.
100%.
Yeah.
Also,
and wash your hands.
Wash your hands before you
before you go to the facility.
Before you go TT. You don't want a TT with the hot sauce on your hands.
I mean, it is a mistake you'll only make once.
Yeah. Duly noted.
Not fun.
I will be thinking about that the entire interview now. Like, when it's time to TT, make sure you wash your hands.
100%.
Gotta wash my hands. Gotta wash my hands. Gotta wash my hands. And the Philippak's going to look at you like you're crazy.
Yeah.
If he doesn't already.
Braveheart's the one that you really don't want to see that one. I love Wild Wing.
The Chernobyl. Do they still do the Chernobyl?
Not to my knowledge. I think they repackaged that as. Or Chernobyl is Buffalo Wild.
Or is the Meltdown? What was it called? There was one that was
Atomic Meltdown.
Okay,
that's it. Wild Wing.
Yeah.
I think you're crossing your.
My chicken places. They all run together. It's all pretty much the same flavors. They just name them different
That's
things.
not even kind of true.
Not at all.
By the way, you bring me one that's soy sauce based, I will throw it on the floor like a child.
I'll tell you.
Really?
Oh,
just give a little shout out to the father of a former Hendersonville great. Go check out Dread Life Kitchen in Hendersonville.
Dread Life Kitchen.
Yeah, the fact that Tank just said wing places are all the same. No, they are not.
They used to do one that had like flakes of gold in it. Oh, yeah. It was so good.
I like things. I like to eat things you're not supposed to eat. I'm a big fan of that. Don't know why.
That's where we used to Thanksgiving. Our little thing was we would get wings, and we would always go to Dread Life Kitchen. We initially we were going to bounce around and try different places, but that place is so damn good that stuck with.
You said it was your Thanksgiving?
Yeah. Instead of doing like a turkey, we would get wings.
It's weird. My family had a tradition at Thanksgiving too. We'd get drunk and yell at each other for all the things that we did over the course of the year.
Jeremy started a new tradition this year. Getting a bear feast from Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville.
Oh, here we go.
135 Cox Avenue.
I hear them rolling now.
Also inside Sweeten Creek Brewing down on Sweeten Creek Road in South Asheville. 2 locations for your convenience. They do have the best meat in town. Yes, it's better than Sean's. We already have established this. It's better than any meat around, okay?
There's some guy in Savannah that does not know that he has been talked about on the radio.
He's been talked more about than Pat Mahomes today, which is odd.
Wait for later today until we'll be posting the ChatGPT version of Chris Womack and Sean at the Daytona 500. That's happening 100%. But Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue is a great place to go catch a game. It's a comfortable atmosphere. They've got a great staff that's going to take care of you. They have some of the best pit masters in town, and I'm telling you, I have not had a single thing on that menu that was not just slap your mama fantastic. So, BearsBBQ.com. That is the website. You can go over to the Cox Avenue location. Just pop by for lunch, or if you got bigger plans, you got a big big party going on, you're going to do Thanksgiving at the house or whatever. Bear Smokehouse Barbecue. They got bear feast that you can get. They've got a grub package that you can get for the tailgate party.
What else do they have?
They have balls.
There it is.
Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't going to let you get by with that.
Well, no, I mean I could not mention it. They are the home of the bear balls, one of the greatest culinary creations of our time.
BEAR.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you get.
I never thought about that.
I had not either, and now Jeremy just ruined it on a whole nother level.
Can't take credit. That was Gary. I see what you did there.
It is the pulled pork, the mac and cheese, and the cornbread all mushed up, deep fried, and they got cheese sauce that they pour on top of that bad boy. And if you want to kick it up another notch, you can get a total package. They'll put a little hot dog inside of that thing, and it's like the greatest corn dog you've ever tasted in your life. Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue, 135 Cox Avenue, or inside Sweeten Creek Brewing on Sweeten Creek Road in South Asheville. BearsBBQ.com, the official barbecue of the Sportsocracy. We'll be right back.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Temperatures remain well above average for us here as we head through the end of the business week. Cooler area and over the weekend. Lots of clouds here this afternoon. Temperatures climbing into the upper part of the 60s. Cloudy tonight. Slight chance for a shower, low 50s. Morning clouds Thursday with a couple of showers possible. Sunshine mixing in for the afternoon hours. It'll be breezy and mild with highs up around or just over 70. Rain Thursday night, Friday. Highs Friday near 70. I'm Ken Boone with the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by True Greene. True Greene. Don't waste another weekend doing your lawn care yourself. Partner with the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour and get a golf course quality lawn the easy way. Sign up at truegreene.com. Then sit back and relax.
Oh, you know that sound. And you know how to get rid of it, too. When that craving hits, there's only one place to go. Asheville South Slope. Downtown Asheville, Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue. Slow smoked brisket, pulled pork, homemade sides, scratch-made sauces. We keep telling you how good Bear's is. Now recognized by the USA Today as one of the 39 restaurants of the year for 2026. Every special occasion deserves a Bear feast. You can order online at bearsbbq.com.
Wednesday, March 25th, the Orange Peel presents Wolfgang Van Halen's Mammoth. Get your tickets now, online at theorangepeel.net. Don't miss Mammoth, live March 25th. See you at the Peel.
Did you know that Ingles sells a huge variety of organic items? Or that they run their own dairy? Or that they only serve USDA choice and prime meat? Did you know that they have more local craft beer than any place else? Or that they have Energy Smart stores? Or that they professionally slice and package imported cheese from Europe? Did you know about their giant international aisle, local farm partnerships, curbside pickup, wine department? Or that they donate 3,956 meals a day to local food banks? Well, now you do. It's all in the bag. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
All across the Tar Heel state.
Tar Heels on the run. Trimble to the cup, layup, counted in the foul.
This is Carolina basketball.
Long rainbow three, nothing but net from the rookie. Out to Trimble. He'll try another triple. Counted.
The home of the six-time national champions.
Drives and hammers it home. Hello,
This is your radio home for the Tar Heels.
Asheville's home for the Tar Heels is ESPN Asheville.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Most people out here think that taking care of one another is important. And most people would step up for a neighbor going through a tough time. Most people around here help out friends and family when they need it. But the funny thing is, most of us won't look for help when we need it. Talk to someone if you're struggling with mental health, because most people out here really care. Find more information at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Over 50,000 police officers are assaulted on the job each year, leading to injuries and death. This is the reality they deal with when making contact with the public. Another reality is that if someone doesn't comply with a lawful order or uses force against them, police may have to use sufficient force in response to obtain compliance. Use of force is always ugly. Nobody likes it, especially police, and nobody knows how it will turn out. Spread the word. For de-escalation to work, both parties must de-escalate. And de-escalation isn't necessary if there is no escalation. Help police by not escalating. Don't attack or try to disarm an officer. Whether it's getting asked a question, getting a citation, or getting arrested, don't argue, don't resist, don't flee. After the encounter has been resolved is the time to address any complaints. Comply now, complain later. Keep everybody safe. This message brought to you by the National Police Association. To learn more about how to help law enforcement accomplish its goals, visit nationalpolice.org.
Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville, WPEK, W225CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Live from the Ingalls studio.
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
The Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog eat! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God, the Jets killed him.
And welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. Sportsocracy is heard everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app. Seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel, join us in the chat. One more hour to go on this Woo-Woo Wednesday.
Woo-Woo Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. It's been kind of wooey. It's just different things have been coming at us. And
if this is your first day here, I'd love to say that this is abnormal. This is actually more fun than it usually is.
I told Jeremy outside, this is the one y'all submit to all the awards.
Yes,
sure.
That's right.
We'll have an Emmy on top of that shelf next year, or whatever the radio version of that is.
A Marconi.
Oh,
that's right.
I would love to see them watch this one.
Going back to back Marconi's, baby. Let's go.
Back to back, baby.
Anyhow, big news in the NFL. There really is no big news in the NFL.
The Kansas City Chiefs fixed half of their cap problem.
That's what I was getting ready to lead into here. The Kansas City Chiefs making those moves to make some cap room, and they have taken $54 million in salary for Patrick Mahomes and turned that into bonus money, and now his cap hit is only $32 million this year. I will ask again, why can't we just do this with every player?
Well, you can until you run out of
cash,
salary to convert. So the way this works, and this is the second time I've had to explain this today, so it's pretty easy.
Right.
The salary comes out in 1 year. You can prolong signing bonus through the length of the deal, including void years. Well, eventually you run out of salary because you do this so many times that you kick it down the road, and then one day you go, we're paying Pat $142 million this year, and we can't do anything except re-sign him. That's the only option. Now, with quarterbacks, it works because Pat Mahomes will be a Chief until he doesn't want to play anymore.
Right.
So you can kick this can down the road, re-sign him. He originally signed his deal to do this. This was the goal, is that we're going to put placeholders in place, and then we'll kick them down the road when we need to. We won't when we don't need to. Mm-hmm. Kansas City's cap situation was always manageable. That part of it didn't really frighten me. What frightens me is that you're going to just get under the cap. You'll have your rookie allotment. I just don't know how you make this team better.
Mm-hmm.
Because Jawan Taylor has 1 foot in the grave and 1 foot on a banana peel, because that's really about the only other way they have to create a lot of space, especially if you take Travis Kelce to heart with that he's going to come back. I'm still not convinced of that. You say on Withering Heights or New Heights or what that stupid podcast is called.
Wuthering Heights.
You call it whatever you want. You can say whatever you want to. I'll believe you when I see you in September, because you looked like, how do I put this delicately? There were times last year that Travis Kelce looked like he had escaped a nursing home and was trying to prove that he still got it, and he ain't still got it.
Do you think he looked worse last year than Rob Gronkowski did his last year in Tampa?
There's a difference. Rob Gronkowski was a much better at the point of the catch tight end. Kelce, part of his allure was always that he was
speedy.
Speedy's
Elusive.
not really been elusive is a better word.
Yeah.
At this point, you're not that guy. That's the reason that I had him taking Kenyon Sadiq at 9. Now, obviously, with Kelce saying that, we'll probably lather up and do that a different way after the combine.
Right.
But, I still look at Kansas City and go, you have big boy issues.
You got now, $43 million to play with now that you have
you would, except you were
restructured.
$58 million over the cap before you did that. They're still not under the cap.
Okay.
I think that, if I remember correctly, it was 58. I think that was the number that I saw when I looked at this earlier.
Yeah, I just read the article, 58.
Maybe so. Okay.
They were 58, so now you're to 15, which means Juwan Jennings, come on down. You're the next contestant on You Make Too Much Money.
You're the next contestant on. We can just turn this into bonus money?
No, I think he actually gets
cut.
If I remember, they're 11-3. That's what they're still over the cap.
Okay.
I checked. They finally did load the Mahomes deal.
So they cut $43 million off of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Jawan Taylor saves you, if you cut him post June 1, it's 20. You save $20 million. And we're done. Oh, and by the way, he sucks. That really helps when you look at a guy and go, well, you're bad and you're expensive. Bye.
Right.
Those tend to be. We have a super chat on this particular question.
Show me the money, money. Show me the money.
It's from our buddy Beach, who said best fit for Kansas City right tackle is it Caden Proctor or Monroe Freeling? I would go Freeling personally.
You don't like Proctor at all.
I don't like Proctor. Look, we got an Alabama fan right here. You feel free to.
I look at him. Alabama has not produced good offensive linemen for whatever reason. You look at Chance Warmack.
Especially when they're heavy.
Yeah. Like Andre Smith was probably the last decent one.
God, I'll never forget him running at the combine with a shirt.
Yeah.
It looked like Tank running after a plate of boneless wings.
Yeah,
that
so
was, the motion of the ocean's not great.
Yeah, Jonah Williamson. Like you just, the list goes on and on of Alabama linemen who were good in college but just sucked at the NFL. So yeah, I know they say don't draft the helmet, don't scout the helmet or whatever.
The further down the rabbit hole, and I've always said that too, there are times there's a merit to that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like you look at Alabama offensive linemen, again, lifelong Alabama fans sitting right there. You recruit big-ass linemen.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
What happens to guys that have been 340 pounds for 5 years? The joints start to wear out. You're not built to be that big.
Well, the
Evan
NFL is a
Neal.
faster game too. You need to be able to move.
But it's the same principle of, comping one guy at one school to a guy who used to go to that school. Right? Like we tried to stay away from, at all costs, comparing Miles Sanders when he came out to Saquon Barkley because they're not the same player,
but they're both Penn State running backs.
They're both Penn State running backs, but they are similar players because that's how you recruit. That's how you find the guys, right? So if Alabama is really good at finding these really good college offensive tackles that don't become NFL stars, that might be an actual thing. That may not just be helmet scouting.
Yeah, my thing with Proctor is you go back and watch. Tennessee is one I remember. Indiana's one I remember. You go back and watch those games, you can see what's going to happen in the NFL. Speed's going to kill him. Now, can he play guard? Maybe. But in terms of Kansas City, if I was – and this is not one of the options that Beach gave me. The one that I really like is Blake Miller, the kid from Clemson. And, yeah, he's a house, too. 6'8", I believe, 315 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And, the tape's inconsistent. Oh, okay, yeah.
Clemson was inconsistent.
Everything about Clemson was inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
And, yes, there are times that you watch his tape and go, hey, seeing it from your angle, who exactly did you think your guy was? Because, I mean, there are times Blake Miller just runs out. I mean, he looks like a little kid staring at the sun like that. I don't know where to go now. I'm just going to sit here and play in the dirt. But then you look at the good, and the good's really good. So for me, I mean, if I'm Kansas City, I'm not taking one in the first round. I mean, because you do have, what's that kid's name? Jalen Moore. You've got him, you got Josh Simmons. I mean, I'm not totally averse to going Jalen Moore and Josh Simmons and just rolling with that.
Right.
I am curious as to why they didn't do that last year. Makes me wonder if maybe Jalen Moore only plays on the left side.
I was going to say, I mean, at that point, does it not also become I'm paying this guy, I'm playing him?
Sure.
Right. I mean, I've got $27 million or whatever wrapped up into Jawan Taylor.
And this is,
I can't have him sitting on the bench.
And this is a really, I don't want to get into the technical discrepancies of offensive line play. I don't necessarily think that's the best listen you've ever heard.
Gary.
I'm not even sure. I saw 2 words at the end of that and went, nope, probably good that I don't read that. There are guys that they're just not really proficient with their left or the right hand. And they struggle. They're not proficient in drop sets, getting back into stance. There are reasons that some guys don't do that. Beach also commented Asa Poll did pretty well as well. I agree with you. Poor Tank, he heard that name a lot the last 2 weeks of last year. I think Asa Poll took 25 visits to NFL teams last year. I'm not sure he didn't rent his own plane to just fly between building to building to building. I don't necessarily know that they have to do anything. I know Jawan Taylor's not going to be the one because he's expensive. But, I mean, I look at Kansas City, and just honestly, this is for both of you. How many position groups with Kansas City do you look at and go, nailed it? You're
quarterback.
Yeah.
I think that's the only one.
Yeah.
That is the only one.
Because you're dead at running back. I don't buy into your receivers. I've been saying that for 3 years. You got Travis Kelce. I think your line's good if our tackle strategy here works out. Chris Jones didn't look like Chris Jones last year. Kansas City cannot find an edge rusher to save their lives.
No. I laughed my ass off when they drafted George Karlaftis and went,
and
good luck.
He's the best one of them.
Right. He's not terrible, but he's still not. Where was he? He was what? He was the 30th pick in the draft. And I just remember thinking, that's not a first-round draft pick.
No.
And he had 6 sacks last year.
I mean, awesome. But there's a lot of rumor about Trent McDuffie because Kansas City has notoriously not paid corners. But just think about it, Charvarius Ward, Jerry Sneed.
They get rid of them and let somebody else pay
because they'll find another one.
I don't know how long you can play that game, though. The last one I thought you found was Joshua Williams, and that didn't – I mean, he popped for like a game or two.
I mean, he's had his high sides. I mean, you got to remember the kid played at Fayetteville State.
Right.
So it's –
but I'm saying –
that's when I have to go – who knew they had a state? I didn't know they had a state.
Right, but what I'm saying is when Kansas City – it was the last Super Bowl that they won, I believe, wasn't it? Where they had the 3 rookies in the secondary. And Joshua Williams was playing out of his mind, and that hasn't happened since.
Well, I mean, the corner is the one that I would look at and go, they do this well. Because Noel Williams, I was all over him last year, and guess what? If he wasn't the best corner on that team by the end of the year, he was very clearly the team.
Right.
They can do that. And this kind of goes to something I say a lot with NFL teams. They find certain positions. They go, we're just not going to pay them because we can keep finding them. We know what we're looking for at corner. I have heard there is a possibility that Trent McDuffie is not a Chief by the time we're in Pittsburgh.
You got to create room somewhere.
By the time we leave Pittsburgh, shall we say.
You are in the Sportsocracy. It's ESPN Asheville, and it is a Womack Wednesday.
A woo-woo Wednesday.
It's, Chris Womack, sports director of News 13, joining us in the studio here. I will say I like Caden Proctor, which should probably give a warning sign because I've liked every Alabama offensive line.
Yes.
that came out.
Tank's kiss of death does really expand offensive
Cyrus
line.
Quanjo.
Oh,
I was
that's
not.
what happened.
I was not big on Quanjo.
I was a young draft nerd when he came out, and I specifically remember looking at somebody that I worked with at the time and went, "Can you figure out what anybody sees in him? Because I don't get it. I don't know if I'm stupid here.
His arms, I mean, I remember seeing him in person, and he looked the part. I mean, he looked like you go into Madden and create a player and you do offensive tackle, Cyrus Quanjo is what you build.
So we call those lobby players.
Yeah.
Because in the lobby, they look like evil individuals.
Yeah.
But then you watch them on tape and go, I don't see anything here.
Well, I think, and not to go, what was that, like maybe the 2013 signing class?
Sounds about right, because I think he came out in 2017.
Yeah, I mean, not to recap the 2013 signing class.
No, it's fine.
But this is a guy that was committed to Alabama, then on TV committed to Auburn, went radio silent, ghosted Auburn, and signed with Alabama. That tells me a lot right there.
Those stories are always wild. It's funny to me because some of the services that I use for background, because like I said, I don't want to become emotionally invested in a kid until I've looked in his eyes. And I know that sounds crazy, but the more down this rabbit hole we've gotten, I feel like I'm more equipped to do this today than I've ever been before. Because we go meet him at the Combine. I've watched him run at the Senior Bowl. I watch him run at the Combine. I get to talk to him at the Combine. So I get a pretty good beat on who these guys are.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of people in college football and the NFL that we trade information. There are times that you get down a rabbit hole with a kid and you know absolutely nothing about them. And then you start researching this and you find things like what you're talking about with him flipping on Auburn. There's one kid in this class, and I'm blanking on his name. He committed to like 6 schools out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it did the whole hat thing, never signed with that school.
Well, remember Calvin Ridley's brother, I think it's Kavin Ridley was his name, and he said, I'm not telling you where I'm committing, I'm just going to show up. I think it was him. Am I right with that? And
I remember somebody saying that. I don't remember it being Calvin Ridley's brother, but I remember the story.
Yeah, and he said, I'm just going to show up on a campus on the first day of classes. I'll look that up. Because I don't want to blame a kid that did nothing right.
That poor kid's working at Staples going, what did I do?
He looks over at Sean and said, are your ears burning too?
I think they're talking about us.
It's the Sportsocracy on ESPN Ash. We'll take a quick break, back on a Womack Wednesday right after this.
iHeartRadio.
Olympics update.
U.S. speed skater Andrew Heo is competing in today's 500-meter short track event. Heo says he's focused on a strong finish as he aims for his first Olympic medal.
A little bit more locked in, not so much focused on the fun part of the Olympics.
Elsewhere, American figure skater Alyssa Liu finished third in the women's short program. She's just over 2 points behind the leader heading into tomorrow's free skate.
For NBC's live coverage from Italy, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
Dan Scott here, inviting you to check out my new show every Sunday, 8 to 9 a.m. here on ESPN Asheville, where we bring sports and faith together. The Dan Scott Show, 8 a.m. Sundays on ESPN Asheville.
This month, iHeartRadio is celebrating the stars of the 2026 Winter Games. Louisville, Kentucky is home to Oksana Masters, a living legend of adaptive sports. A multi-sport phenomenon with 19 Paralympic medals, she dominates the snow in both cross-country skiing and biathlon. Her relentless upper body strength and competitive fire make her nearly unbeatable on the tracks. Masters arrives in Milano Cortina not just to compete, but to continue her reign as one of the most dominant athletes in history. For more Winter Games gold, search Olympics on the iHeartRadio app.
Clarissa Sells WNC is the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have: Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
It's time to discover the convenience and time savings of contact-free pickup with Ingles Curbside. Just visit shop.ingles-markets.com or download the app. And your Ingles personal shopper gets to work with specialized training on how to select the freshest items for a pre-scheduled pickup. They'll even text you with updates. You pull up to a designated space and your personal shopper delivers your items right to your vehicle. Fresh, fast, and affordable. It's all in the bag. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
Oh, you know that sound. And you know how to get rid of it, too. When that craving hits, there's only one place to go. Asheville South Slope. Downtown Asheville, Bears Smokehouse Barbecue. Slow-smoked brisket, pulled pork, homemade sides, scratch-made sauces. We keep telling you how good Bears is. Now recognized by the USA Today as one of the 39 restaurants of the year for 2026. Every special occasion deserves a Bear feast. You can order online at bearsbbq.com. Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. And so our good friend Jonathan Welch sent down the official release from the estate of Paul Allen that the sale of the Seattle Seahawks and their sports holdings will commence.
Yeah, we knew that was coming.
This is just the official.
They picked a bank to handle it.
Yep. My question becomes, what is that worth?
$8 million. $8 billion.
$8 billion.
Sorry.
Yeah.
$8 million, a lot of people just went in.
Mm-hmm.
$8 billion.
$8 billion for the defending Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks. That will set the record. Every franchise that goes on sale will set a record from now on.
I don't know that I agree with you.
Hopefully, when Amy Adams Strunk sells the Titans, they won't set a record.
They won't go for $8 billion.
Although you do have a sweet new stadium.
I was say with that new stadium and everything included, that could.
I'm sure there's something she's done to mess that up.
Oh,
it was built on an old ancient Indian burial ground. Or something like that.
Yeah.
That is one thing, and I just having the Titans fan in the room, I do not understand why they felt the burning urge to tear down Nissan Stadium.
Well, they want to attract Final Fours, and so having a covered stadium helps. That's what it is. Getting more use of it outside of football season.
Yeah. Nissan Stadium is one of those I look at and go, could we just pick it up and move it to 7 NFL cities that I can think of off the top of my head?
Jacksonville's
not terrible.
It's a decent stadium.
Well, it's going bye-bye.
Well, it's not going by. They're remodeling it. They're not.
Oh, I thought they were tearing it down.
No, they're remodeling it.
Because they're completely moving, aren't they?
Well, they have to move out of the stadium because they're remodeling it. So they're playing. I don't remember where they're.
Okay, all right. A massive remodel.
Yeah, you can't get rid of the pool. I mean, because you need Jacksonville with jorts, mullets, and a swimming pool in your stadium. It just makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, in terms of the sale of Seattle, I think you're going to get a lot of people that are. I mean, this is going to get aggressive. I can't remember a team that just won a Super Bowl ever being sold.
No.
The following offseason. I don't think that's ever happened.
I'm not sure if we've ever had a scenario where we've had a lame dunk owner win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, you just think about the most recent champions. I mean, Robert Kraft still has the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs are still in the family.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The Glazers still have the Bucks.
Yeah,
that did happen a couple of years ago. Although it feels like forever ago.
Yeah.
Well, I'm with you. It is funny to me that, the NFL is so popular, right? So much more of an expensive sport to run, and you won't get close to the Lakers deal, the $10 billion Laker deal that was just done.
Which that blows my mind. The fact that anybody would think an NBA team at this point is worth $10 billion just blows my mind.
Right. But the Washington Commanders, that was the last one that sold for $6 billion. I think is the record.
Them in Denver.
Oh, yeah.
The Waltons bought Denver.
Yeah, but they only spent like $5 billion on that team.
Only.
Well, I mean, the prices of I've got a graphic here that shows me the prices of what each team sold for. The last 4 are thus: the Washington Commanders for $6.05 billion.
I genuinely think if Washington went up for sale again right now, I think they'd be worth $10 billion.
$4.65 billion for the Denver Broncos. 4 years prior to that was the sale to David Tepper for $2.28 billion. I remember how we all lost our minds going, oh, my gosh, $2.2 billion.
The Panthers are worth $5 minimum right now.
Probably so. And then the Buffalo Bills in 2014, $1.4 billion.
I will say you will never have an NFL team go for less than $5 billion. Those days are done.
Yeah, probably not.
I mean, because you just look at the exponential growth of the NFL year over year over year over year.
What were the Packers and Bears? What do those say?
The Packers,
$200. I think the Bears were $200.
$100. The Bears were $100. The Packers were free.
Yeah, because it's publicly owned.
They were non-existent or not applicable. There was no sale price because it was the company team that ended up being the rise of the pro team. They went the base. That's the only football team that went the baseball route.
Yeah,
the full baseball route. The New York Giants were bought in 1925 by the Mara family for $500.
Yeah, here's the question: can we find somebody to buy the New York Jets from Woody Johnson? Anybody? I don't care who. I genuinely couldn't care. Jerry Jones, do you want a second team?
But you look at all of these investments and go, damn, I wish I'd have had a time machine.
Oh,
and $100 million.
I took one crisp $100 bill. I bought the Detroit Lions, and things have been very, very different.
Right. In 1995, the Glazers bought the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for $192 million.
That's insane.
It blows your mind.
$192 million.
And I bet back then everybody was like, that's almost $200 million. Can you believe it?
Right.
Yeah, now we're at there are franchises in the NFL that go for $10 billion.
Yes.
The Dallas Cowboys at least. The bidding
11.
starts at 10.
Right.
If you don't have $10 billion liquid, we don't even need to talk to you.
Absolutely. The Giants, I think, is another one. I mean, the Giants would get $9 billion.
The Giants
easy.
would sell high. The Jets would sell high.
Mm-hmm.
That's even with a timeshare on your stadium. But you're in the biggest media market in the country.
Los Angeles Chargers. What do you think that fetches today?
That one's tough because they're in L.A. They have the
share
timeshare on
stadium.
SoFi.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say the Chargers probably 6'5".
I feel like Atlanta would be high, right? I mean, pretty new stadium.
Atlanta has a brand new stadium that gets a lot of events, and it's right in downtown Atlanta.
Yeah.
The Atlanta Falcons sold to Arthur Blank in 2002 for $545 million.
I believe he's gotten his money back on that investment.
In 1984 was when the Los Angeles Chargers were purchased for $70 million. And today they would sell for $6 billion easy. That's just insane kind of investing there.
Well, I mean, now you're getting to a point where you have to have consortiums because nobody has the liquid capital. I mean,
well, Elon Musk isn't buying football teams.
No, and this is a really stupid topic, but I don't know why. Like, if you're Elon Musk, I've got the money. Just go buy the team.
Yeah, I mean, $10 billion is nothing for him.
But
it's a rounding error for what Elon Musk has got.
Are you saying just for a money making deal?
Yeah,
and just
how much?
Just because.
The question is, how much bigger can it get? If you spent $10 billion on the Dallas Cowboys franchise today, in 20 years, would it be worth $100 billion?
Well, I mean, just ask yourself this question: do you think we're done growing? Because I don't. I don't. I think the NFL has officially become the first sport ever that is non-screw-upable.
Baseball thought that at one point.
Yeah, baseball was never close to that. I mean, crazy people thought baseball was non-screw-upable.
Okay.
The basic tenet of your sport doesn't make any damn sense. That would be like looking at radio going, well, nobody will ever find a way to communicate information better than radio. That's the stupidest thing anybody ever said out loud. Because somebody eventually
But at one point it was true.
And the internet.
But that's the thing. At one point it was true.
Yep. And then you did nothing to change it. Time evolved. Time's not going to. The only thing that can hurt the NFL is brain injuries. That's it. And I don't think that ever stops it. I mean, we could keep doing these lame excuses for kickoffs and things like that. That's as far as you're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is just one of those things that if you've got Mark Cuban, hey, you're trying to get into every other sport. How about you come to the big leagues there, big boy? Because this, to me, I obviously do not have this kind of money, so this is all speculative to say the least. I can't imagine why you would buy a team in any other sport.
I agree with that.
Like if you've got you're worth $10 billion. I wouldn't consider anything else because nothing else makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
I can see how every other sport, I won't say ceases to exist, but 10 years from now, you bought it for $500 million. Now it's worth $300 million.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball, they stay locked out for 2 years. Awesome. Your ROI, you just cut your investment in half with any team that's been bought in the last 10 years.
Right.
The NFL, I don't see how this gets less.
It's entertainment, and entertainment typically evolves, and somehow, some way down the line, the NFL could very well become irrelevant. It could very well become that we turn into a society. Now I'm talking like 30 years down the road or 40, 50 years down the road when we're all gone. It could very well turn into a situation where
I hope I'm not gone 30 years down the road.
I kind of hope I am.
I think your wish will be met. I talked to Jiminy Cricket. The signs are pointing up.
100%.
Now I've completely forgot what I was going to say. I had a point. I completely forgot what it was.
I mean, I'd only be 70 years old.
That's good for me. If I make it to 70, I'm hanging a banner.
I was about to say, if Tank makes it to 70, they're going to study his carcass when he.
I'm going full Dean Smith Center in my living room. There's going to be a banner hanging up there. You made it to 70. Congratulations, big boy. Enjoy the moments while they last.
They'll cut him open like an oak tree and count the rings just to make sure how old he actually was. He weighed 400 pounds at one point. He made it to 70. That's never happened before. They called him Tank. We have a super chat on what we originally started this with.
All right. What was that? Remember what we were originally talking about?
The Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, yeah.
Great North Sports. I want the Seahawks to be purchased by Marshawn Lynch with a backing group just so he can go to the owners' meetings. That would be hilarious. Can you imagine Marshawn Lynch sitting next to Woody Johnson and Woody's just sitting there wearing his sauce? But you remember when he got the medallion made and his says Woody like sauces, and he's just sitting there like, it feels stupid now. It feels stupid.
It was cool with everyone else.
It was cool when I was at home, but now that I've worn it in public,
see, that's the brilliance of Marshawn Lynch. The brilliance of Marshawn Lynch is he's going to make you feel like you belong.
That's how I feel when I buy new jeans, and I try to be cool. Like, oh, man, they looked really good in the fitting room. And then I walked out into public, and I'm like, God, I look so dumb.
I ceded my wardrobe to my wife years ago. She has immaculate style. She brings stuff home, and she's like, do you like any of this? I don't even look at it. I'm like, yep. Sure. Cut the tag off. Hang it in the closet. That bad boy's going into rotation. I don't even know what – I swear to God what I'm getting ready to tell you is true. I don't know where one would buy pants. Like if I sat down and went, oh my God, I need a pair of the pants I have on right now, I would get in the truck, I would start the car and go, oh, sheep shearer, I don't know where to go now. Google, where does one buy pants?
Between TV jobs, I worked at a Buckle in Hoover, Alabama.
That was actually the first thing that came to my mind was Buckle.
And let me tell you, you talk about awkward jobs. Like I had to try to sell jeans to women. Oh. Like Megan's in here. So I'd have to walk up to Megan and be like, I think what would look really good on you, some low-cut skinny jeans.
And it worked every time, didn't it?
No, God, I hated it. I couldn't. And when I started there, their new push was bralettes. Could you imagine going up to a woman and being like, have you tried our bralettes? You look like a medium, a large.
In my head,
what the hell's a bralette?
In my head, it's Tank doing it. He gets hit with bare face 7 times a day. Can I interest you in a bralette, ma'am?
We had to
damn girl, you need one of these.
Every female customer, we had to show 3 pairs of jeans, 2 tops, and then 4 accessories. It was, and they have a checklist that you have to go through because it was a lot of it was commission based too. And I'm like, look, I'm here for a short time. I'm not putting that. I'm not trying to get good at this.
Excuse me, madam. Could I interest you in these dangly earrings with this pair of jeans?
why don't you try this bralette on and see how it fits, right? Like,
I've never thought of this. Is one of those things that I've never thought about before. Somewhere there is a man that got up this morning to go work at Buckle, and he has to show jeans to females and go, I'm in danger because there is no good way for me to say this that's not going to lead to me getting punched.
Oh, and they tell you, well, if you do it as an active greeting, so you're supposed to be like folding something like, hey, how's it going? What you looking for? Oh, okay. Well, have you seen our new skinny jeans? It's,
just try to bring it up naturally.
If a man looked at me and said, have you seen our new skinny jeans? I think I'd blow a whistle. Just like, I don't even know where I'd get a whistle. Just, I feel like people should be alerted that you're creepily asking me these questions.
You know, and that's the thing is, like, as uncomfortable as it was talking to women about their clothing, I mean, men, it was almost as uncomfortable. Like, but with dudes, you could be like, I mean, do you like them loose? Do you like them tight? What do you want?
You get Sean that walks in and is like, I need some space right here.
Baggy and long.
What do you have in a gray sweatpants, sir?
You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville. It's 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. We will be on the road on the Eagles Living the Dream Tour next week. Going up to...
We're sued by Sean.
Going up to Indianapolis, Indiana for the NFL Scouting Combine. And it's a busy couple of weeks here because we've got the Combine next week, and then the next week, you know what it is, Jeremy?
The 2026 Ingles SoCon Basketball Championship.
That is exactly right. At the Harris Cherokee Center, Asheville, we're going to have your opportunity to win 4 packs of tickets to go to the SoCon tournament, so keep listening for that opportunity, and take time out to go and vote in the Ingles SoCon Mascot Challenge. All the mascots have put on their best moves for some YouTube videos, some online content. The Ingles SoCon Mascot Challenge, excuse me. The winner will get $1,000 for the athletic scholarship program at the school, to be announced at the men's championship this year at the Ingles Southern Conference basketball tournament. And they're also donating another $1,000 on behalf of that school to Hoops Against Hunger. So you can help out a good cause. Go check out the SoCon Ingles Mascot Challenge. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Temperatures remain well above average for us here as we head through the end of the business week. Cooler area and over the weekend. Lots of clouds here this afternoon. Temperatures climbing into the upper part of the 60s. Cloudy tonight. Slight chance for a shower, low 50s. Morning clouds Thursday with a couple of showers possible. Sunshine mixing in for the afternoon hours. It'll be breezy and mild with highs up around or just over 70. Rain Thursday night, Friday. Highs Friday near 70. I'm Ken Boone with the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches and pains hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700, plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy Posturepedic mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
I'm U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. The sound of a seatbelt. It's one of the most important sounds in our car. It means everyone is ready and everyone is safe. The more our kids see us put on our seatbelts, the more natural it is for them to put theirs on too. Make it a priority. Buckle up every time. Hear the sound? Make it a habit.
Paid for by NHTSA.
It's pretty simple. We're neighbors. We're in your city, talking about your town. You can't fake it. Take your favorite spot on the dial with you on the go. Download the iHeartRadio app.
iHeartRadio.
guaranteed human.
The road to college basketball playoffs runs straight through Asheville. Join the excitement at the 2026 Ingalls Southern Conference Men's and Women's Basketball Championships, March 5th through 9th at Harrah's Cherokee Center, Asheville. Bring the whole family for the Downtown Dribble, where kids can bounce their way through the heart of Asheville. Getting there is easier than ever with the free Ingalls trolley rides from designated parking areas to and from the arena all tournament long. For tickets, brackets, and event details, visit SoConHoops.com.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shops.
Clarissa Sells WNC is the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have: Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-IHEART.
Welcome back. It is the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Time for the most important message of the day.
Don't do crimes.
And who's doing crimes in Montana, Jeremy?
My story, unnamed man. He's 25. 25 years old.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He had an open container ticket.
That's not a good thing.
No, it's never good.
Got to get that settled.
So he had to go to get that taken care of. So he goes to the Granite County Courthouse and Sheriff's Office. And yes, apparently they're the same place, which I've never seen that before. It actually says it like Daryl's Bait and Tackle Shop. It's Granite County Courthouse and Sheriff's Office. So he goes to take care of it. Well, apparently he needed to get his ambitions up before he went to pay his open container ticket. And he decided to do that by, having a little weed.
Okay.
Maybe having a couple boozes.
Okay.
Roll Tide.
According to a post on the Granite County Sheriff's Office Facebook page, the male was asked to step outside and was then asked if he had driven here in a vehicle. In disbelief, the male replied, yes. He was then given a proper scolding and asked how many drinks he had consumed that day. He replied in slurred words that he'd had two. Never answered two.
Two is the most common answer. Yep.
Either answer 3 or lie. Just I had 3. Nope, because when you say 2, it comes from a cop family. Trust me, they go, it's not 2.
Yeah, because you know that clearly I've had more than 1, but I don't want to go any higher than 2.
The sheriff's office in their social media post pointed out that 2 usually means too many. To top it all off, he had smoked 2 bowls of marijuana, and then he was charged with aggravated DUI and open container.
2 whole bowls?
I don't listen, Cheech. I don't do weed, so I don't know if he might have smoked it out of a cereal bowl.
He was smoking the pots, and he got in trouble.
I don't know how he did it, Tommy Chong. How about you enlighten us?
Was he using an apple with a? Never mind. Well, your dumbass is quite staggering. I also have a staggeringly stupid story. This dumbass, who lives in Newcastle in the UK, he's facing charges for child cruelty because he thought it would be a good idea or perfectly acceptable to tattoo 3 children.
Nope, that's a bad idea.
Nope, we don't do that. And here's the other part. You would say, well, I mean, he's got to be, he's got to be licensed for this kind of thing.
No, he's probably not licensed.
No.
Actually, I was thinking, what correctional facility did he learn how to tattoo in?
Judging by the tattoo on the side of his face, Actually, he does kind of look like the gangster Harry Potter, if you.
Little bit.
I'm thinking about it.
So-
There's a phrase I did not see happening today.
Imagine if. Never mind. That's not going to work.
My first tattoo was done by a man named Tattoo Wayne.
Okay.
Who had lost his
was
license.
named appropriately.
Mm-hmm.
He had lost his license for tattooing minors.
Okay.
Had gone to prison for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was tattooed by someone like this dude.
Wow. Okay.
Let me tell you, the allure, it was, it was my bicep, covered my whole bicep.
All right.
$30.
Hot.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm a sucker for a deal. I have the big Nighthawk that I have on my leg.
Oh, this is probably a good time to point out to you. Every time I look at that tattoo, I go, either that was done by a very large man, or it was the heavy-handedest tattoo artist I've ever seen. That is the darkest tattoo I've ever seen in my life.
It took forever.
He had to scroll into your skin like he was chiseling the 10 Commandments,
Yeah,
so I understand that.
Dude went through like 7 bottles of black ink to make that to make that happen.
Chris, in fairness, allow me to elaborate. Back then, you see how big Tank's calf is now? It was actually as big as a full brisket.
It was as big as a calf.
No doubt. And that was the best $50 I ever spent in a KOA campground.
Yeah. Because we talked about this because that was when tattooing was illegal in South Carolina. And that was only like 15 years ago that they made it legal.
Yeah. It's 20.
I will say, in my life, if I had to play a fun game of somebody spent $50 on a tattoo in a KOA campground, I would have bet my life savings.
Yep. It's me.
Nathaniel Tankerus Spencer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, mine was done in a house, illegal operation, and in the middle of it, the cops showed up.
Oh.
Let's go.
And he did it with a mechanical pencil, like to keep the needle from jumping around. I mean, there were so many red flags that I just walked right on by.
I mean, at least my guy looked like he had the nice setup and all the things.
Not mine.
It was a cleanish environment.
In all reality, as a tattooed individual, are you really a tattooed individual until you've gone to somebody's double-wide trailer and had them tattoo you?
Have you had one? Have you had a jailhouse tattoo?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I've had a couple of mine where I went, I'm going to go out on a limb and say your taxes probably hadn't been paid recently. I'm going out on a limb.
You are keeping 100% of this.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say the state of North Carolina probably does not know that you are a sole proprietor.
Moral of the story here, kids. Don't tattoo kids.
Yeah, I would say so, yeah.
You wind up with felony charges for disfiguring a child is what they charged him with over in the UK. The kids, of course, had infections.
That is
from
one
his
thing.
home kit.
That is one thing that I think the Brits do well. When they have crimes, the crime name makes sense.
Yes.
Disfiguring a child. Nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
Contributing to the delinquency of a mind. Giving them booze. Why can we not just call it that?
Yeah. Providing alcohol.
Why do I have to be a third-year Latin student to figure out what you're actually charged with? Let's simplify this down a little bit there.
It's the American judicial system.
Judicial system.
Oh, man. We got more 4-round mock drafts coming out on the YouTube channel.
Miami Dolphins comes out as soon as this particular program is over. So if you're on the YouTube channel, stick around, watch the Dolphins, give it a like, maybe even throw a hype on it. Mm-hmm. That's a new thing. If you watch it on your phone, just hit hype. We want to see, and this is me being fully honest, we want to see if everyone hit hype, what would happen? If just all of you sat through the video after the show and all of you hit hype, what would happen? Would Flavor Flav show up and go, yeah, boy? Because that's what in my head, that's what happens. I just want to know.
I'm gonna say that probably doesn't happen. Although, if there was a way to make it do that,
we can make it do that.
Can we?
It's called the beauty of Premiere Pro.
You get your own little emoji thing that'll pop up if the hype button. Because I want them like when they hit the hype button, it's just like a little stand up of me doing the breaking news dance.
Now I just want to put a clock around Hank's neck like a stack of paper clips and just dress him like Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav, fat baby Tank. Sounds like a mission for ChatGPT.
This has been a fun day. We should do this more often.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Just do the Seinfeld show, just the show about nothing that sometimes covers a topic you may have heard of.
No one in the entire world has walked away from this show and gone, I am better informed about anything than I started. However, I would wager that a good number of people are going, my ribs hurt because I've laughed at these three idiots for quite some time.
There's at least a few people who have a friend named Sean in Savannah who have texted them and say, did you go to Daytona?
And if he responds, yes, in the affirmative, we need to contact Sean.
Send a YouTube comment.
At the NFL Draft Nerd.
Do not ask Sean to contact us. Do not give him our phone number. But you, because we trust you, we don't trust Sean. He loves himself way too much. You contact us. You give us his number, and then we will say, hey, Sean, we're big fans. Please don't send proof.
We pull up on a Wednesday, and he's waiting out back. I'm ready to talk about it.
No doubt.
Let's see. My boy's coming back. I mean, he may not be in Tampa Bay, but he's coming back for another year.
He's going to be in Tampa Bay.
The agent of Mike Evans confirming that Mike Evans will play this coming season. However, he is leaving it open to the possibility of going elsewhere.
Give me a place that actually makes sense where he would forsake being a Buck for life.
I still feel like Kansas City's on that list.
Kansas City's not. I don't think he fits that offense, first of all. Because think of how this has worked with Andy Reid. Name me the really successful receiver that's not fast.
Mm-hmm. Travis Kelce.
He's not a receiver. He's a tight end.
Right.
That's a whole different ballgame. Give me an outside receiver that has not been fast that has worked in that system.
But maybe that's what we need, because have they had one?
I don't think that's how that. One of the beauties of Kansas City is how multiple they stay, and everybody can play either in the slot or they can play out wide. I don't think he would be interested in Kansas City, for one. Two, I don't know how in the world they would pay him.
Los Angeles Chargers.
I think Tyreek Hill makes too much sense for them. You're not going to add two vets. McDaniels is the one that he got the most out of Tyreek Hill. I mean, his best seasons were in Miami. He was good in Kansas City, and he didn't have to be as good in Kansas City as he was in Miami. But he just fits that system so well.
Right.
Coming off an injury, I don't really see him wanting to learn another system. That's another thing about Evans. Does he really want to learn another system? And you look at the ones that have left that he knows, he's not going to Carolina.
No, he's going
not
to
going
a winner.
to Jacksonville.
No, he's going to a winner.
The one that I can't give you a good reason why it wouldn't work is Buffalo.
That was going to be my next one.
The problem is I have also seen Josh Allen with another big receiver that does not – because Mike Evans doesn't separate well at this point. He's a contested catch guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Keon Coleman is too. Mike Evans is a way better version of it, but that's not who Josh Allen is. To throw to contested catch wide receivers, you have to be laser accurate. That ball has to be exactly where you want it at all times, and you have to be on the same page with that receiver.
Mm-hmm.
I have never seen Josh Allen do that. I did this yesterday just going, which one of these makes any sense? I mean, Tampa Bay's the only one that fully makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm. I hope you're right. It would be very heartbreaking to see Mike Evans finish his career anywhere else.
And, I mean, he's been so adamant that I want to be a Buck for life.
Yes. Yeah.
And I don't think that team or that the division hasn't gotten better. They haven't regressed to a point where he would go, I can't possibly win here. I'm out.
Well, it gets to the point when you're 32 years old, how important is winning another ring to you? And
if he hadn't won one, I think I would have been in that boat. But he has.
He has. But there's still said to be that passion to win another one. And Buffalo's one that makes sense to me. Well, Baltimore. You put him on the outside, Zay Flowers running around, Baltimore makes a lot of sense to me.
I don't mind Baltimore by any stretch. I don't know that that's where they're going to invest their dollars.
That's a good way for the Baltimore Ravens to earn the Tank Spencer kiss of death next year.
No doubt.
You bring in Mike Evans.
But how much worse could it get? Maybe it works in the reverse there.
Baltimore's another one that I look at and go, oh, okay. Because you do have the over-the-top threat and say, I think they would still probably take one at some point. You've got Tez, Rashad Bateman, who please trade him somewhere else. I don't care where. I don't care if you're trading with the Jets. I don't care. Just get him out of Baltimore.
The Denver Broncos?
You think that's a Super Bowl team? Because I don't. That's the other thing is that you've got to convince this guy that if I sign with you, I am the piece that's going to lead you to a Super Bowl.
Right.
I don't know how you get there with Denver.
I mean, they were one game away.
I know how the fans do. They also played one of the easiest schedules in the league.
Yeah, but still.
They don't play that next year. You say that's scheduled for next year? I look at that and go, that's a whole lot of – I mean, you get Pat, Herbert, and Mendoza just out of the division. Then you've got to go – just off the top of my head, you got to go Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence. Oh, Pittsburgh.
I don't know that Trevor Lawrence strings 2 good years in a row.
I do. I'm really – because I'll be honest with you, that's the one that I was looking at going, oh, they don't need a receiver. But, if they tap out on this whole idea of Travis Hunter and he just goes to corner, now all of a sudden Mike Evans makes a lot of sense in Jacksonville.
My final one, the Washington Commanders.
I would love that one.
Mike Evans to the Washington Commanders would give Jaden Daniels the baby blanket that he could need to turn this franchise around.
Just mark my words on Washington, and don't press me too hard on how I know this.
Yep.
They're going to make a splash. What that splash is, I couldn't tell you. They're going to make a splash.
I think you could make a bigger splash than a 32-year-old wide receiver, but
I do too.
But it still would be a hefty splash.
That would be,
and it would break every heart in Tampa Bay because we love Mike. We've loved Mike since the day he walked into the NFL, and it would be sad to see him end up anywhere else. You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville. Thank you to News 13 Sports Director Chris Womack.
We may have to make this a Wednesday tradition. This was probably the most fun I've had on a show, and especially with no football to talk about.
Oh yeah, it has been fun. Hope you all enjoyed the fun as well. We'll be back with you tomorrow here at noon on ESPN Asheville. Unfortunately, we won't have Chris next week with us in Indianapolis, but we'll catch up with you the week after.
I mean, pay for a ticket, I'll be there.
Oh, well, dude, talk to Moneybags over there.
Moneybags.
Never lie to your audience, Jeremy. We know you're packing it like Sean.
Moneybags. At this point, you ever see that movie, the show House of Cards? I am the living embodiment of that. One strong gust of wind, and we're all broke.
You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Temperatures remain well above average for us here as we head through the end of the business week. Cooler area and over the weekend. Lots of clouds here this afternoon. Temperatures climbing into the upper part of the 60s. Cloudy tonight. Slight chance for a shower, low 50s. Morning clouds Thursday with a couple of showers possible. Sunshine mixing in for the afternoon hours. It'll be breezy and mild with highs up around or just over 70. Rain Thursday night, Friday. Highs Friday near 70. I'm Ken Boone with the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches and pains hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
And the winner of the iHeart Podcast Award is...
You can decide who takes home the 2026 iHeart Podcast Awards Podcast of the Year by voting at iHeartPodcastAwards.com now through February 22nd. See all the nominees and place your vote at iHeartPodcastAwards.com.
Audible is a proud sponsor of the Audible Audio Pioneer Award. Explore the best selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals all in one easy app. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
Oh, you know that sound. And you know how to get rid of it, too. When that craving hits, there's only one place to go. Asheville South Slope. Downtown Asheville, Bears Smokehouse Barbecue. Slow smoked brisket, pulled pork, homemade sides, scratch-made sauces. We keep telling you how good Bears is. Now recognized by the USA Today as one of the 39 restaurants of the year for 2026. Every special occasion deserves a Bear feast. You can order online at bearsbbq.com.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-IHEART.
Did you know that Ingalls sells a huge variety of organic items? Or that they run their own dairy? Or that they only serve USDA choice and prime meat? Did you know that they have more local craft beer than any place else? Or that they have Energy Smart stores? Or that they professionally slice and package imported cheese from Europe? Did you know about their giant international aisle, local farm partnerships, curbside pickup, wine department, or that they donate 3,956 meals a day to local food banks? Well, now you do. It's all in the bag. Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
The Sportsocracy.
That is some good, clean family fun there, eh, Cod?
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shop.
Good morning, guys. I just want to warn you, traffic is tough out there.
We are here for you to tell you how to keep safe.
Everybody who is listening needs to take cover as soon as they can.
To provide the music, talk, and sports you love. And to deliver the news that matters to you. We are the voices you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress you depend on your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville, WPEK, W225CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.